Like personally to him, he's a historian first and a prideful elf second. So I believe like there are some bias that portray someone else in a good light. Like for example, like Loritax of basically what he heard, what the Frostmourne Hyorin's mother said about Lorifex, about their betrayal, and so a lot of confusing stuff that Trivia has to find out for himself, like what's going on here. So essentially, I imagine Trimer comes from uh, like a culture of like basically of elves being proud of their culture, of who they are and their history. Hence why they are on this journey of finding lost artifacts of the past that elves once had. But as
Yeah,
I
I
said
mean,
before, nope, go ahead.
I was gonna say the kinds of elves that you guys are, the fact that you are from Mordia, it's like your culture is very much the elves that were not exiled, that like remained here after all the elves were exiled. You were kind of saved by Freya in a way. So there's definitely a very different elven culture here that goes back so far. That's that's a tough one. I'm sure we'll get into a lot more of it once you get closer to that side of the world.
Oh yeah, like in the Iranian Empire in the center, right? Yeah.
Well, I just meant going back to Bordavet. If you go back to Trimir's hometown, I'm sure,
Oh yeah.
like, because there aren't many elves in Mordia, that is basically the elven settlement. Like they are dotted around, you can find elves anywhere, but that is the only real surviving elven settlement. That's why it's so far to the north. It's like, uh, yeah, it's being an elf in Mordia is a weird thing, and now you're starting
Yeah.
to find out why. Like,
Yeah.
fucking Lord.
Yeah. Well, Fax, what did you do?
You don't want to
Because
know.
depending on
It's best not to know.
yeah, and we don't know if Lorfax is like right now to Trymere, Lorfax is a woman, but apparently to the giant, they mentioned Lorfax. What is it? What's going on? What is this trickery? So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Next layer with the cultural insight. Anyone else have some input?
It's a tricky one.
It's an easy one. Since the strong makes right. And that is perfectly perfect.
Yep. Yes, to quote from X-Men '97. I forgot which episode, but the might is right.
You're not funny enough.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think
Hjelte
that's an
absolutely
original
follows
from.
that.
I don't think that's from X-Men. They were quoting that, but yes, Might Makes Right is definitely a very modern approach.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I was just quoting what they were quoting.
I think it's actually in the Raiders player's guide. I think there's something about how in Grimnir Might Makes Right. It like has the same. I don't know who originally said it, but I think that's from like a
Caesar.
Roman general or something. Like
Oh.
it's one of
I
them. I
don't
mean,
know
I
if
have
it's
no
actually
idea.
Caesar, but it feels like it.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. Got the Brauda skill in there.
It was. I just looked it up. It was Thucydides. I don't know, but it was written around 410 BC. It was attributed to the history of the Peloponnesian War.
Ah, neat. Okay.
What was the oldest recording we have of it? It might go back even further.
Well, I
410
mean,
BC is pretty far.
yeah, history only really goes back to the Greeks, so they came up with the whole idea of history.
Of writing at least as
Fucking-
well.
Fucking
Yeah,
Greeks,
in
man.
terms of writing, there's like a couple thousand years worth.
No, but
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. Like,
documenting the history. That's what they were doing.
Yeah.
that's what I meant. Obviously, time didn't begin with the Greeks. I just meant
Huh?
like,
Yeah, basically recording of it. Yeah.
Didn't what? I feel like things would be easier if it did.
well, I guess it depends who you ask. Maybe time did begin when, but anyway, we're not in Thega yet. So, what about the Mordian societal norms do you guys adhere to still? I mean, other than might is right, what about Kilt and Gorm?
I'm thinking.
It's for what Gorms adheres. Respect and fear the gods probably is the main one. The one he, well, maybe not rebels, but questions is, well, the entire thing of warrior's death. If I didn't die in a fight, but I still was a great person, not like good as a good, but like I don't know, discovered a lot or created a lot. Why does it not? Why is that not enough for him to be in Valhalla?
Hmm.
Why is it based on dying in a fight?
Well, that's to get to Valhalla. Valhalla is the place for the warriors. It would suck if you were just a good, like you were like a little old lady or just the best grandma ever, and then when you died, you got sent to the realm where they battle endlessly, day after day, and drink mead all night. You'd be like, well, I don't want to be here.
That's our next quest. Send the old lady, the old granny to Valhalla.
Well, then why do you have to die a warrior's death to go there even? Oh, you were a great warrior, but you died in your sleep. Out of
Well,
old age.
there are different afterlives. Remember, the Valhalla is just one place. That's specifically where those who die in battle go, and then Folkvanger is where the other half of those who die in battle go that aren't like. Otherwise, if you die of natural causes, you go to hell. Not like
Yep.
biblical hell, like hell where suffering is no more, and you go to the goddess hell.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, I can imagine in Gorm's life, all he's really heard about is Valhalla. This, like, you may have known few, a few peaceful deaths, but most people around, uh, in the circles that you guys have lived in, have either died
Basically,
in battle, been people have been like,
yeah,
ah, what a shameful death.
yeah. Basically, we're Mordia is a warrior culture. Like, you gotta fight for what you want.
I wonder if the troll went to Valhalla then. The one that just got crushed by his own rock as he fell to his death.
No.
Actually know what happens to trolls and creatures like that, because I don't think.
Honestly,
That would be kind of funny though if a random troll just appears in Valhalla. So that would probably break
and,
everything. You just use his blood
and,
to make
and
like potions.
maybe maybe Loki is the cause. He's like, yeah, I'll bring this troll to Valhalla. Why not? It's funny.
Out of that, we messed with our Earthling woman, and then all of a sudden a half troll popped out. Or whatever the heck he is.
Is that your backstory?
I mean, one heck of a backstory.
I think
Flanders more
giants might
Greek.
have their own afterlife, if I'm not mistaken. But I think trolls would technically go to that world, but I don't know. No one's playing a troll, so I haven't looked that far.
We can?
I mean, I never presented it as an option, but I guess if you wanted
Huh.
to. Playing a giant or like a Goliath is probably a more reasonable option, I imagine. Well, I suppose a troll could be fun.
I think I'm basically playing a troll in another campaign then. He grows up a size to large, keeps regenerating, and just doesn't want to die. He's also really stupid.
Oh yeah, the regeneration might become
No,
broken
it's
entirely.
it's fine. Let's go paladin and oh wait, no. Actually, what class heals a bunch? A druid maybe? Yo, a druid that shapeshifts into a troll. Wild shape.
There is the moon druid who can shapeshift into elementals.
I am very surprised that no one is playing a druid in this campaign. To be honest, I really thought that would be a.
Yeah.
But
Like
no one in this.
Yeah, but the other player I was introducing, like he was thinking about playing a druid. Like the
Oh.
Yeah, the username history of forgotten. I think that's his username. He was thinking about playing a druid.
Yeah, it's a great class for this kind of setting. But sorry, I did I miss the Kelty? Did you actually give an answer to the question?
I think I did. Oh, no, regardless, well, the answer to that is probably that Kelta does like follow the whole like pillage, plunder, slaughter, survival of the fittest type of thing. But he's not too fond of it. But he doesn't hate it either. It's a weird situation. He's kind of indifferent to it, I guess.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, kind of like depends on who are we waiting.
Yeah. So, you know what? Screw all the weaklings, unless I like the weaklings. In which case, they can stay.
Kobolds.
New brand of stoves
No.
in the Mid-Mordia. But yeah, I'm sure we will get into more of the cultures that you guys have come from when you get closer to those places. But right now, would you like to give us a recap, Olassen, for what happened last week?
Yep. There you go. Mordia stream. Yep. And then session 83 recap. After resting for a bit, Mikhail identified Trimer's staff and Carmela's boots and attuned them. When they were finding their way back to Brauda, Gorm saw some winter wolves awaiting to ambush. Trimer decided to use his new staff to cause an avalanche and use that commotion for the party to fly away using pixie dust. Well, he had got high on pixie dust and still floated in the air by snorting it. But nonetheless, they were able to traverse through a bridge repaired by Mikkel, some undead Draugr, and Durgars controlled by a Mind Master Durgar who was an anti-god person. And against the Svartalheim Alliance, the party was able to free the controlled Durgar and found out Brauda received some damage after the Frost Forge was destroyed. The party finally close to Brauda see what aftermath has transpired after the forge's collapse. And that's where we left off.
Okay. Did you mention the whole battle that you guys had? Yeah. So you traversed quite a lot of the mountain there last time, and where we reach now, I will move you to the map. So, as you arrive here, as you approach the mountain town of Brauda, you can see the familiar sight of these strong, towering gates that come into view. Except, as you said, something's wrong here. The once solid dwarven metal is twisted and bent. There are cracks running along the stone walls where parts of the mountain have fallen, and dwarven guards and Goliath sentries are working side by side to repair the gates, their expressions grim and weary. Smoke is rising from nearby workshops where blacksmiths are working tirelessly to mend what's been broken. And as you approach, one of the Dirigar that was leading you here sees their brother busy working on the fence, and the two dwarves go running up to each other to reunite. As you just hear him, "Hey, right, let us in. Hey, we're back." And he immediately, like, off. The gates are more fixed um, on the map than they actually are uh, than what you are seeing them, because otherwise I'd have to make 10 different variations. But he is going to, he'll just kind of fit through some of the gaps, and they sort of run up to one of that you guys are here in Brauda, and he is telling them what a good job. I know they are also shown as hostile for some reason, but they are not. These are the people of Brauda.
Yes. Mm.
You also see Alif Stoneguard, who is the half giant, is the Goliath that is standing, seemingly watching over the repairs that are being done here. When he sees the dwarf run in, he peers over the side and sees the rest of you, and with a smile kind of waves. As we'll also say, the berserkers from before, I said they would last long enough to kind of help do some repairs on the gate here. So you see, he also looks happy that you have used uh, you've used what he gave you to help you get out of there. But he will kind of welcomingly call you over.
Mm. All right. Right. I guess Trimer will engage with talking. Ah, saying, "Hello, Aleph. Well, we well as you saw, a lot has happened, and yeah, I can see the aftermath of what has occurred. Can you fill me in on what's happened to Brauda in that clash that just occurred? Right now, what we know is that there was a clash against the dragon and giant, and the frost forge collapsing. Uh, yeah, so Trimer's just asking that, like, what happened to Brauda? Well, that happened.
I was kind of hoping you could answer some of those questions yourselves. Seems you made quite a mess down there, but I'm glad to see you survived. We were thinking you'd been lost in the collapse. The mountain has become highly unstable. The mines been falling apart. Some of the avalanches and extreme winds managed to break through this during the battle. And he gestures to the gate that is busy being repaired. We need to get these open just in case, or get these fixed in case any of them come back. But I'm afraid we don't know what happened under the mountain. It's been a scramble to keep everyone here safe.
Mm,
What did you
yeah.
see? I mean, we thought you were dead for sure.
Yes. Yes. Like, as we mentioned before, yeah, there was, yeah, you could say there was a fight amongst a giant and a dragon. The ice giant that was with us, Shorn, was fighting the the, the mithril dragon. Uh, and basically, we found the forge, and there were, yeah, there were some arguments between giant. And I'm wondering, yeah, on the use of the forge, and not all, and not just that, but we saw apparently the supposed wife of the dragon, who is this frost giant, another frost giant, and yeah, as I said before, arguments, and since the dragon was like making this frost forge its lair because it was like guarding anyone from using the frost forge, and well, through this, let's just say through some heated debate, uh, the frost giant, the wife of the dragon, decided, uh, well, in the end, to destroy the forge so no one can use it. And I guess this destruction that has happened is, well, what you see right now.
So the entire forge is gone.
It appears to be that way, yes. But the matter of like the power source of the forge, to me, is hard. I'm not sure if it's still there.
Must tell Lord Thrain. He would appreciate if you could help the workers restore these gates. I know some of you are skilled crafters, but
Mm.
otherwise we can head directly into Brauda. Lord Thrain is seeing how the people are faring.
I can help out with the
Yes.
gate if you guys want to proceed forward, or unless the DM to just leave Mikhail here as we all walk forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like, if one of you guys would like to help, I would like to get a skill check from one of you guys. But yeah, mechanically speaking, this is where Mikhail will be stopping to help repair.
Yeah, I'll make a check with my carpet and tools.
Yep.
I won't.
You won't.
Yep.
I
And
won't.
I will not because I'm exhausted. I have disadvantage on my checks. But yes, Trivian RP is saying, yes, I'm sure Lord Crane would, well, like some answers to regarding the situation.
Not very good.
Alright,
But that's what it is.
okay. Yeah, with the 14, oh, I'll say you've got advantage as well because you've got all the berserkers and Mikhail helping you.
Oh yeah,
Roll again.
berserkers.
That's
No,
even
that's
worse.
even worse. So 14.
Okay, so yeah, it seems like you helped them for a while, but you realize this is gonna take a good couple of hours. So you will leave Mikhail here, and it's gonna take a while. But you help them prepare some wood for the repairs, and we
Yeah, I can imagine a bunch of berserkers like chopping down on, like, chop, 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 like with their battle axes.
yeah, which may be part of the reason that Gorm rolled low. Is it's like, no, wait, we don't need to chop it all. Just like some of those are meant to be long poles. But yeah, we uh the rest of you, Aelif will say, "Oh, you can follow me. I will take you to Thrain. I think he's at the Frostbite Hall." continue on into Brauda, which I realize I haven't represented very well in the past couple of images, but as you guys make your way through the town, you're not heading like straight into Brauda Hold, the main stronghold. You're moving through the town, and you can see that it is a lot less lively than the last time you saw it. It definitely seems like the weather's gotten much worse here. You can see a lot more snow on the streets. It seemed like they had some sort of magical protection against the snow before, but now snow is falling through quite easily. And as you enter Brauda, you will feel the ground tremble beneath your feet. Just a low, unsettling rumble that passes through the stone streets. You see a group of dwarven miners rushing by, shouting in their native tongue. Does anyone speak dwarvish?
Not me. Maybe Mikhail did, but he's not here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
not drunk. Yeah, not Tyler.
Yes.
He's more. Oh, who?
Carmilla.
Oh, Carmel.
okay. So yeah, well, most of you don't understand it, but Kamala, is that right? You speak.
Yes, that's correct. I have it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Mikil doesn't do that. Oh no, it's just not. So yeah, you would understand what they are shouting about here as they rush by. You'll notice a couple of the Goliaths are just looking stoic but still tense, and you will understand, uh, Carmilla, that they are saying that a tunnel has collapsed, and you can just hear them all just going, "Come on, we've got to get there. There's not much time." Uh, yeah, you can tell that the mines, which are the lifeblood of Brauda, are unstable, and a collapsed tunnel has just trapped some workers beneath the mountain. The shaking doesn't seem to have stopped, um, like since the battle between Hjorund and Beitra. That these collapses seem to keep happening, which is what Adif has been sort of explaining to you as you walk. But you just overhear, Camilla, that these guys are rushing to go and try and rescue some of the people that have been trapped.
That sounds like to the rescue, to the mines.
Oh,
Off,
we're going.
following after them. At least Camilla will, with Sven.
Okay. Yeah, because this isn't going to be the biggest encounter, I'm not going to switch maps to it. Oh, actually, no, I can't. We've got the mine map.
Ooh, okay.
But yeah, so Camilla's rushing after the dwarves, as the rest of you are walking through the town. Is anyone following along with her?
Yeah, like basically, Carmilla usually the scout of the party rushing off somewhere, which means she must have something important or heard something important. So let's see what's up with Carmilla.
All right, sure thing. Yum. Oh man, I Hjelta is joining them as well. I don't know if anyone are we all heading there, or is Hjelta and Trevor just jogging after like a bunch of goofers?
I think we're all going.
Wait, why are we going here now again?
We need to catch more Sven. We need Sven too.
Huh? More Sven?
What?
Yeah, we're tying one of them to the ship as a floaty, and the other one can ride him. That way they're not on my ship.
Didn't we already run into a couple Svens earlier?
they were weak Sven. They were not worthy of being
But,
bestowed the Sven title.
but some of them exploded.
And
And do you want explosive Svens?
Yes.
if you explode on the ship, Carmilla will fix it.
I have wood carving for a reason.
All right, sure. I guess.
Right. So, where are we going? Where is the collapse going on?
You can give me perception checks as you move in there, but you can quite clearly see this dwarf on that side is currently running. That's the one of the ones that you were following, and you can tell it's running towards the right-hand side of the map. But
Ah,
those perception checks, yeah, you don't know where the mine collapse has happened. Try me, but Kamala, you can hear shouting coming from down the tunnel towards the right, kind of coming from where you met Sven. But yeah, Gorm, you just see the dwarf running in that direction, and you can tell they are running to try. Yeah, you may have to keep moving your tokens to actually see where everyone's going. But yeah, Gorm, you arrive first at the collapsed tunnel here, where you can see there is a bunch of rubble, basically the extending from the by 5 feet, like this whole line has collapsed. You can see that that's all rubble, and there are three dwarves trapped underneath there, and you can see two of them currently trying to dig at the rubble to try and get them out, but the whole roof is like shaking above you, and you can feel the just the whole mine is unstable.
That's fair.
That's not a it was still a skeleton. Thought that was a dwarf. So yeah, you have arrived to sort of join this rescue effort, as you can see them trying to dig out the trapped miners, but you might be able to use your strength or your magic to clear some of the rubble before it's too late here. What are you
Can
guys
I?
gonna try?
It says enemies, but can I use Child Divinity here to bless the rubble away?
Yeah, you could try that.
Want me to roll the damage, or like, what's the?
Yeah, you can make a strength check for this one, so an athletics or an arcana, or maybe a religion, whatever your magic uses. As yeah, this is going to be a skill check still, but you can definitely use that.
So athletics, arcana, or religion, or was it religion or arcana?
Yeah, or athletics as well, if you're kind of using that to help help you kind of move the stones and you're digging it out, but it's up to
Yeah.
you that whichever skill you think this would entail, because yeah, the rocks can't make a saving.
I'll say religion because I'm trying to mainly move everything except the people. So maybe enough religion, I'll be able to do it. 17.
Okay, yeah. So as Gorm calls out to the gods and draws on all of the water in this mountain that runs down to the seas, as you know that there are rivers nearby, and you kind of draw the uh, these rivers together here to start seeping through the stone, to start washing it away as it begins to just engulf all of these rocks and start to turn it from more just hard boulders into more of like a sludge that is still dangerous but easier to dig through, and you start blasting away some of these bigger rocks. I'll say you are able to save the guy in front of you, and there will be advantage on saving the other two. But what are the rest of you going to do as Gore manages to pull?
Oh, okay. For Trymir, so right now the dwarves are they're like stuck. They're like beneath some rubble. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the whole wall here has collapsed, and it seems like the whole chamber you're standing in might collapse at any moment. But you'd have advantage on any check to try and help them out now because of all the rushing water.
Okay. So basically, what Trymir wants to do is that he actually wants to use his Lost Era emulator. So it says like here, sending 3 charges to create a blast that can basically melt through 6 feet of stone, creating like a diameter hole. So what Trymir will do is that Trymir will say to the drawer, or like he's gonna, basically Trimir's going to show his staff to the door, and he'll say, all right, now be ready to move back once this fires and melts through the stone. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Move back now. And then he blasts. Uses the Lost Era emulator to melt like the stone that's on the dwarf, and signaling the dwarf like to move back once the stone is like softens and melts, like to basically like kind of like squeeze and slip out with some of the melted stone on him at that moment.
Okay, you can make an Arcana check. Do you still have charges on that?
Yes, I have eight charges left. Like I put my second level spell slot into it. So basically, I used it twice. 3, 6, and then there's 12 charges total. So I used it twice. Last making it 6, but then I expended a second level spell slot charge it. Now it's 8. So I'm spending another turn. Going to be 5 charges left.
Cool. Yeah, I thought the feature used 6 charges, not 3. That's cool. So you can make an Arcana check to try and get this out without hurting the dwarves, but the other two dwarves next to you are missing.
Okay. Oh wait, I unfortunately
With that
disadvantaged because of my exhaustion.
So it would have been a straight roll then,
Oh, okay.
because Gorm gave you advantage. So 13 here, yeah, you start still trying to destroy this rock, but it is now there is just water and fire, and it is like there's just chaos here, and the dwarves trapped underneath you are destroying the rock around them, but they are still kind of struggling to get out. So Kamala and Keelty, you may need to help them here. It seems like Gorm and Trymir have dealt with most of the rocks, but getting these 2 dwarves out may require some.
Yeah.
Are you just watching, or are you going to help?
Oh,
Got
you there?
a ton of things to do.
Oh, okay. You're thinking. Okay.
No, well, I don't know what I'm even thinking about. All I can do is run up and like physically try to drive them out.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good move right now. You'd have advantage on doing that.
You know what I'm
Yep.
gonna do? I'm just gonna like.
Eat them.
Yeah. Perfect. I never use my magic.
This is the usual. Pronounceability is fun.
You have
Yes.
advantage on it already.
Yes, but that's fine. Now I have advantage still to just try to lift the rocks.
Yeah, and your carrying capacity doubles, so the DC would definitely be lowered here. Okay, if it wasn't a dwarf. So yeah, I'll say Kamala, because of that effect, I assume you're using bull string.
Yes, exactly. it's such a rarely used one.
I mean, you could have used all the wisdom.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
was
say
thinking about that and being like, I just convinced the rock to be you're not existing, and just convincing it doesn't exist.
That's such a difficult philosophical question that the rock just phases out of existence. Be funny.
Okay, I'm gonna give the dwarf a check to see if he can help you along. Oh, okay, no.
Oh my god.
It's you definitely like you've got the strength. You pick up this dwarf and you pull him. He just comes to a dead stop as his feet are just caught in a rock behind, and he just yells out, he goes, "No, no! Oh, my legs are gonna come off! Stop, stop!"
Wait, what? Why are you using that in attack?
Oh, so I'm gonna use Locust Flake, conjure out a knife, and just like, all right, well, you gotta live. I'm not actually gonna cut it off. I'm just trying to give him a little bit of extra motivation.
Yeah, he's wriggling, but Carmilla, I'll say that can that'll give you another check. Yeah, again with advantage. There is still one dwarf that is completely needs help. The Hilda, if you do want to try and drag one out as well.
Wait, which one? Which one?
The one here, yeah, Sven is not helping drag him out. He might be trying to grab onto it.
That
But
one?
it's
Okay.
fine.
In that case, I got it. I'll just.
Hey, yeah, with the 17, Camilla, you and the dwarf, like he just pops out of the wall. He kind of breaks free and you all go tumbling.
While still holding one of my daggers, I'm going to just turn my attention towards this guy then. Hello. All right, come here, you. And I'll try pulling him out. Yeah.
Okay, an athletics check with advantage and guidance.
Yoink. Come on, this has to be good. Oh,
Oh yeah.
don't have to
What
chop
is
your legs
that?
off.
Okay. You pull you pull the last dwarf out, and you have saved this little group of dwarves. The cavern that you're standing in is still shaking though, and for a moment you're not sure if this roof is going to collapse.
Oh, wow, I really didn't have to chop your legs off. Okay, now, can you guys please lead the way out? Carefully so nothing falls. I can't see too well.
Thank you, but I think if we don't reinforce this roof, everything's going to fall before long. And
Great.
you'll see the dwarves will start gathering things to try and like to reinforce the chamber that they're in, but they may need some help in doing that. The way you came, is the way out, and you have stopped this, or you've saved them at least. You haven't stopped the collapse of the tunnel, but I don't know if anyone's got anything for that, or are you guys going to try and get out?
Yeah, I see some wood like crates lying around here. If they're empty, I can try to make like a frame inside to hold it, but I'm not sure if I can make it in time.
Yeah, we'll say that this is a mine, so there is a lot of like mining equipment, and there probably are some things, some braces and things in here that you could definitely repair and reinforce. So it's not necessarily building a thing from scratch, but
Mhm.
you could definitely help reinforce what is already holding this place up.
Yeah, I'll do this.
And again, you'll have advantage here because the dwarves are helping you, so you can make another crafting check.
20.
Okay, with the dirty 20, you help these dwarves, and they manage to kind of keep these braces up long enough that by the time you have gotten these things up and secured, you will feel the rumbling stop. You know it probably isn't completely over, but you have successfully prevented any further collapse of this tunnel.
Yeah, good.
Woohoo. What now?
All right. I believe we've done all we can. Right now, I don't have a lot of magic left, to be honest, to help more.
Well, we cannot thank you enough. We would have been goners if you hadn't arrived. I Wait, I may have something for you. And one of the dwarves is
Oh, you got a bear?
he's going to walk into one of the tunnels, or into one of these chambers, and he goes up to a bedroll, and he goes looking around actually in one of these grates, and he finds a small lockbox, and then you hear him cursing in dwarvish. Oh, shit. Where the fuck's the key?
That Trevor's like, oh wait a minute, this key has, like basically, Trevor mentions that he found it somewhere, like
Oh,
stuck.
oh, oh, I thought it had been lost. Must have dropped it over there on the floor. Uh, Thank you kindly, Elf.
Hmm.
And he hands you the lockbox, and just says, "Please, it's not much, but take this to thank you and your friends."
All right. Trevor takes the lockbox and while walking, like unlocks and opens it, saying, "What's inside?"
You can see there is 250 silver in here, and roll a d10 for me.
Roll
Say
1d10.
boom explosion.
Oh yeah, that thing. Oh, maybe we are lucky there is that inside.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe there's one.
So 9.
A funny magical item.
All right. What does the 9 get me?
Just hold on. Oh, sorry. Just give me a second. As you can take a look at it. He hands you this lockbox. I've lost the table. I'm bringing it up again. But what are you doing as you take the lockbox, and you said you were heading back and checking it, but are you showing it to the rest of the group? Where you,
Yeah. Like he's showing like, okay, silver here, like 250 silver, and then whatever that 9. I'll add that to my inventory. 250 silver.
Can we still get a beer?
We can buy it later.
Yeah, but all right.
okay, so you find a piece of purple rune chalk.
Oh, purple rune chuck. Okay. What does rune chuck do? Like I've been hearing about it a lot.
Depends on what it
It
is.
tastes
It
like
gives
blueberry.
different effects. I believe
Okay.
it's an
I
official
put it,
item, actually.
I put it into your inventory. It is there.
Okay.
Is it official? I thought it was from a homebrew source, but
Maybe I'm completely wrong. That's also a fair option.
no, it's from Wrath of the Rhyme Lords, maybe.
No fucking clue.
No, that I don't know. What is ROTR2?
Yeah, so it says I can write a symbol and it has an effect. I can draw up to 20 symbols before the chalk is used up. But what kind of symbols I can Trevor do?
Well, you draw. It's basically like drawing runes to create magic, but there's different shapes, I believe, with that rune chalk. I'm not sure about all of them, but I think if you, yeah, I'll just put it in the chat.
Oh, okay.
You can see there if you draw a square, it will grant a bonus, a +1 bonus to AC. So you can put this. A circle will give resistance to bludgeoning. A triangle gives you a resistance to piercing, and a cross gives you resistance to slashing. So you can use this chalk to draw an armor.
Oh. Oh, hey, I do technically have a shield, that Arcanist shield bracelet, so I can draw a square on it, +1 AC. That'd be nice.
Sweet.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can see the descriptions, but yeah. All right, pretty good.
So you will see one of the dwarves is the one whose leg got stuck. You'll see his ankle's kind of messed up. So another dwarf will help him to walk and just say, "Oh, anybody, lad, we'll get you back to this frostbite inn. Everyone's gathering. I'm sure they'll have something to fix you up." And they will start hobbling off back towards the town.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well,
I
hate to
guess.
break it to you, but it looks like there were no Svens here.
All right. Nonetheless, we should go back and find Lord Crane and report what has happened.
Fine. Once we've done that, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm exhausted after all of this.
Yeah, let's move.
So where are you heading? Are you going? Aleph was leading you to the Frostbite Hall, where it seems like any sort of refugees that have been affected by the collapse seem to be gathering up there. But there's also the Hearthfire Inn, which was the tavern you went to before. And yeah, there's a couple of things happening around Brauda. So
We're
what
also
do you
speak
guys?
with the leader.
Yeah, let's see the hall.
I'll go back to the streets one. Okay, so you're heading to Frostbite Hall.
Yep. If we're looking for Lord Crane, Hall seems likely he'll be there, managing the refugees.
I mean, is
Agreed.
everyone else? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot from Trimere, but
Yeah, if that's where the leader is, then to
Okay.
him. The drink will not go anywhere, so talk to him first.
Well,
What do
these
you
dwarves
think?
seem to be implying that there may be a drink to be found there as well. So the the dwarves that are hobbling along. So we will go to Frostbite Hall. So as you make your way to one of the largest communal halls in Brauda, known as Frostbite Hall, that has been now converted into a makeshift shelter. You can see inside there are dozens of dwarven families, Goliath hunters, and workers from the surrounding tunnels that are sitting huddled together, their faces kind of all just fearful and uncertain. But it looks like as you are approaching, you can hear them. You overhear them talking about how supplies are running low and tensions are high. Outside, you can see a few of the dwarven kind of clerics and gothists that are trying to calm the growing anxiety here, but their prayers are drowned out by the occasional roar of another distant avalanche, and you can see that there's a lot more snow in Browder than there was before. You see Dveger Lord Thrain is standing and speaking with a lot of these refugees and a couple of the elders from the town, and they are gathered in the hall. There's another map if you want to go inside, but you're just joining as the whole community is gathering. So yeah, you can see people will need help organizing supplies and food and stuff for the refugees, maybe uh, gathering more resources. But you could go and speak to some of these refugees, speak to Thrain, gather some information around here. You can see there's a lot of people that have lost their homes, and there are possibly more dangers around the mountain that they are trying to.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. For Trimer, he just looks around and yeah, he thinks back on what too that Frostmorn said about and along with Vatrander, like basically the Forge bringing like disaster and chaos into the world. And the Trimer, he's hoping that this temporary chaos and unrest is momentarily compared to what would happen if the Frost Forge was like still around. Like that hopes at least deep down within. Oh, but yeah. Let's see. Uh, anyone want to engage before I share what Trimer does?
Nah, you're good.
Thinking.
Oh,
Okay.
eight.
What's even their main source of food here?
Mm, You can you can make an investigation or a history check to try and see if you've managed to see where they are getting their resources from. Because okay, yeah, that is a good question because you have not seen many trees around here. When you guys were asking around to see if there was like a branch of Yggdrasil around here, they seemed to be like there's not a lot of big trees in this region. So they've probably brought them in. They've probably brought wood up from the base of the mountains, and so it's probably quite a mission to get new wood up here. But also they've got a whole network of tunnels that have been, like, Thrain has been running them like a supply line, and he mentioned before how that was like part of the trade in those tunnels was a big deal for Brauda. But now that these tunnels have been collapsing, there's probably not a lot of resources coming in through those trade routes.
Mm.
You will see that he is holding a kind of emergency council here, and they are discussing this as you arrive. But yeah, there's no immediate wood sources other than maybe the destroyed, some of the destroyed buildings. There might be some. You may be able to recycle some wood, but yeah, there's no lumber farm here.
Mm.
You will
So, I mean, if you
hear.
have an idea, you can say. I'm just trying to think of something.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I guess for Trimer, while hearing on this meeting, like we'll motion to. Oh, hello. Did, was that music?
It's just in the bot.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I suppose for Trymere Hill, motion to train, like motioning that both Trymere and the rest of his companions are here, returning from the forge. I'm sure he'll be uh curious on like what happened and what's going on. So yeah, Trymere to train, motioning his
You can give
presence.
me an insight check as you make yourselves known, and he definitely sees you, but you can't tell if he's happy to see you. It, it seems like he's clearly uh, quite busy.
Oh crap! Oh crap!
Yeah, you think he must be happy to see you, but then you read his face and you're like, or maybe he's really pissed off that we blew up the mountain, and maybe he's blaming us. Like, you're not sure actually if you are welcome here. You're used to getting that look as an elf in Mordia. There's a lot of places where the dwarves don't want you, and you're like, oh, we may have fucked up here.
Yeah,
But
concerning the current situation, yeah.
so you can hear him as he definitely notices and gives you guys a nod, but he's speaking to this council and just saying, Fjorund and Vetrander have brought ruin to these mountains. The tremors grow worse. We cannot fight two titans, but we must find a way to secure our home. And the dwarven sort of foremen murmur in agreement, while others propose sealing off tunnels or abandoning weaker parts of the town altogether. But Thrain turns his gaze to you all, says, well, what say you, outsiders? What path would the chosen ones take to save Brauda?
Mm. Uh, like out of character right now. So right now, although the forge is destroyed, but like the heart of Ymir, the power source of the Frost Forge, is right now. To Trimer, is he aware that it's still around there somewhere?
Yeah, as far as you understand, the heart would have survived, but you also know that the dragon was keeping her alive, and you're not sure if that was just because he liked her or if that had something to do with this but either the fact that the forge has been destroyed has destabilized the mountain, or the fact that she's died has, like, if that power source is still there, it is probably unstable at the moment, and the whole mountain is feeling the effects.
Oh wait, what was that last part? The power source. What?
It may be unstable and causing the whole mountain to feel the effects.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah. I s- yeah. As of right now, a Trimer would say, uh, like for now, what I've seen, like tunnels are collapsing and basically try to make sure everyone's safe while at the same time. Try to get the tunnels in working order. Like he agrees with what the other was saying. With abandon those that seem like too far gone. Like okay, like this is too unstable. We can't save this. Like basically, like if you see I like no one like Timer isn't gonna make like he was gonna make an analogy regarding the ocean, but hold on, no, these are mountain people. They might not understand like ocean terminology, but yeah, basically, but they might get the terminology of a storm. Basically, like the weakened minds, like abandon, like get everyone out and abandon it, while other minds that seem stable enough, like reinforce those minds. Since like the more the since like trying to spend resources on the unstable minds is basically a waste of time and a death sentence to some of the droids working on them. Yeah, so basically Trimer is agreeing on that notion. Anyone else got some Input?
Question is he looking for immediate solutions for now or something for long range?
You can see he's trying to kind of uh, calm the situation and like figure out a solution. But the people that are gathered here are definitely looking for a long-term solution and an immediate solution. Here is, um, yeah, a couple of them are going. The elf sees sense. We should fortify this place, and a couple of them are going. And then what? Like, this mountain's going to fall apart anyway. We should leave. And they all seem to have their own opinions, but I'm sure he would appreciate a, a solution.
Yeah.
Well, what do we do?
Yep. Yep. Basically, a solution now and a solution that would help in the long term. Yeah, pretty much. Repeating what the DM said. Yeah.
Yeah, he's asked what path do we take to save Brauda, and
It's like Frostpunk 2 all over again. Do they adapt and use everything they can here and reinforce everything, or do they start setting out outposts outside and use mainly them to survive?
I'm gonna have to download Frostpunk 2 now.
Well, the tunnels are used for trade, so the major ones should be reinforced. But until there is a way to stop the mountain from completely from being this unstable, you might need to make an outpost down the mountain and maybe think of some sort of contraption you can use to move the goods, food, wood, food or lumber, whatever it is, up here, at least closer. Maybe Mikhail, I'll point at Mikhail, who's not here.
Hmm.
He studied everything at the forge. Well, we were trying to figure out the rest. Maybe he can figure something out. If the entire mountain is this unstable, and the core of the forge, which is still somewhere unknown, exists. What's the deepest tunnel you have here that leads into the mountain?
That would be the tunnels that you lot went down the last I saw you.
Hmm.
A lot of them have collapsed. And look, there's amongst us there are no crafters and miners. We could definitely reopen the tunnels after a while, but I worry what's causing these tremors down there. I worry if we don't solve that, this whole mountain could be leveled. Feels like the ground beneath us is falling apart
Oh, there are still some tremors going on.
constantly.
Okay, that
I
is
mean,
worrying.
you guys just experienced one that caused the. You're not sure if the tremor was from the mine collapsing or if the mine collapsed because of the tremor, but it's like much of a muchness. You can hear in the distance avalanches just falling that it's so loud that conversations here. So
Yeah.
it is still chaos out there.
Yeah, but I can imagine to Triver like thinking about this logically. Like they've been at the first initial collapse to him at the collapse at the Frost Forge. Yeah, there's like a battle going on between Vitrander and Hyorin, and amidst that, Trymir and Carmilla was party and fell and took a long rest essentially. And the fact that there are still tremors after like so many hours, like for coming back is, yeah, like to Trymir, he's thinking about this logically, where like continuous avalanches shouldn't happen unless someone or causing them. Trimer's thinking about this internally, so uh, I wonder, uh, can I like make a quick nature check to like kind of like confirm my thoughts on the scenario of
Yeah,
the continuous tremors?
you can make either a nature or an arcana check.
Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Arcana, because of seeing the collapse of the Frost Forge, of a legendary magical forge suddenly collapsed. So yeah, he'll see. Dang, this exhaustion. I better take another long rest soon. But okay, disadvantage. I'm gonna use my like the magical guidance. So I still have Arcana sorcery points left. So two more. Just I have one more left. One more left now. Using magical guidance, I'm gonna re-roll my 5. So Arcana check.
Does canceling disadvantage have to happen before the roll? The balanced one you have?
No, for magical guidance, it mentions that if I can spend a sorcery point to reroll.
Yeah, I know, but this is still what I asked. You have an ability that cancels all disadvantage, don't you?
Oh yeah, but I'm all out. I used all of them.
Oh, it's different pool. Okay.
Yeah, it's a limited.
Yeah, I thought it just uses your sorcery points. Never mind.
Oh no, it's a separate thing. Okay, re-rolling Arcana check. Come on. Oh, okay, so
It's better.
it would have been 22, but with the 16, it would be 20.
What do you mean?
So 18, like
Yeah,
so
reroll the
disadvantage.
5. And instead of I got an 18, but he has still disadvantage, so use the 16 instead of the 18.
Yeah, and 16
Oh,
plus
I
4,
see it.
20. Yeah,
Cool.
that's what I
So
mean.
you would be able to, as you're thinking about this, and you're thinking about that heart that was powering the forge. If that thing is unstable, if it is as powerful as Vatrander made it out to be, there's a good chance that because that thing is unstable, is it's like destabilizing the whole mountain. It's almost like that is the heart of this mountain, and if the heart is dying, then this mountain may die with it, and everyone on it included. So this is definitely, you get the impression that unless someone goes down there and goes into the heart of the mountain to deal with the root of the tremors and the damage caused by Huron and Beitrander's battle, it could be the end for Brauda.
Ooh, okay.
Uh,
And
I would,
remember, go ahead.
yeah, I would like
Remember,
to.
oh, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I would like to try something that I probably should have done earlier, but I never thought of it. I'll leave the party momentarily and go for like a high spot if I can find around the town, and use Eye of Odin. I can see magical energy as well. I cannot see it through. I won't see the center of the mountain because it's more than 50 feet thick. But maybe like it's leaking somewhere to the surface, and I can find like a way in. I
Ooh,
assume the heart is powerful enough to show some sort of energy, like magical energy from it. Maybe I'll able
As
to
you
spot
look,
something.
you can give me a perception check to see if you can spot something specific, but when you activate that eye and you look out over the mountain and the surrounding area, the mountain lights up like an aurora borealis that is just these colors of magic, these greens and pinks and purples that just kind of weave across the mountains, and they seem to be like, as you were expecting, there seems to be magical energy coming out through the cracks in the mountains. But you realize that this place, and you probably would have noticed this in previous times of using it here, that this is a extremely magical place, these entire mountains. But let's see that perception check to see if you can try and pinpoint the biggest source of energy or any particulars.
Okay. Can I thinking to use party inspiration on it, but I'm not sure.
No, 19's pretty good.
Okay.
This isn't Kika from
Just making sure.
yeah, no, the DC's aren't that high yet. But yeah, with a 19, you can definitely look into the direction of where you're pretty sure the forge was, and you can also tell because that's where the most destruction is. You can definitely see where part of the mountain has collapsed, and you would very much see a concentration of magic coming from there. It it definitely seems like Trymere might be onto something, that the heart is what's causing this, as the magic spilling from there is probably affecting the weather, the creatures on the mountain, like everything around it. But you cannot tell if there are, like, you can't see any traces of Hjorund and Veitrander. Um, though you can still see magical energy coming from the side of the cliff where Veitrander's horde was.
So my only assumption would be that the heart is at the forge.
Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty easy to tell with this that yeah, the heart is kind of underneath where the forge was, where it collapsed. There's probably somewhere in there is a chamber that was containing the heart where Veitrander had it locked up.
Yeah, I'll ask Thrain. Well, I assume you know where the location of the frost was, of the forge was. Is there a tunnel that leads somewhat beneath it?
The only tunnels that go that deep are, well, not entirely in this realm. You'd be moving into Svartalheim, maybe? I can't
Land
remember
of
which.
whom? If you remember the race, it will help.
Yeah, it's essentially you'd be going into like the Underdark. I just can't remember if that is. I think that's Svartalheim. Well, it's not the real Svartalheim. It's like it's what the dwarves here call Svartalheim, but none of you would have ever been down there. That's a very dwarven thing. You would know that in the history, the dwarves have always been trying to get back to Svartalheim, but as yeah, the closest that they've gotten is like the tunnels that run underneath the Mordia. So yeah, he'd say we'd have to go all the way into the tunnels of Svartalheim, but your kind are not going to be welcome down there. And with this kind of magic, it'll be a dangerous trek.
Well, this entire mountain is affected by the magic. That's those tunnels are the only way I know of to get to the where I assume is the heart of the forge, unless we can get to the forge again. Hope it didn't collapse completely and then dig down.
Well, I could show you the way if you want to take those tunnels, but we could also provide you with some miners to help dig through whatever rubble you need.
Quick question, DM. I think there's supposed to be an eclipse soon. Like in a few days, I was supposed to make a sacrifice to Ran to speak with her about the shit she's doing with the serpents. Do we pass it by any chance?
No, I think that's
I think it was like a week when we left Skakatoker. Like
yeah.
a
It's
week from
either
that day.
I'm trying to see how I because there's a full moon. Oh yeah, it's on the 20th. I think you're on
Okay.
it's the 17th today, but I think yeah, because that's when Leo is full, Ruas is waxing, and Izaru is waning.
How long do we have until winter is over and for us to gather enough gold and alliance and whatever to survive the winter?
To that point, are you sorry? Are you saying that out loud, or were you just saying?
Yeah, I'm asking. Like, I assume Gorm would know when about the winter is going to end, start, and we need all the supplies we can. We have months,
Yeah,
days.
technically winter starts in like a month and a half, but you're about heading into the end of summer. You've got maybe like 2 weeks left of summer, and then it'll be a transition which can be quite drastic uh, this time. Yeah, because you're heading in towards the frozen white night, which is when
That is
it
the
is
longest.
basically winter, but both suns are visible in the sky all the time. So there's no nighttime during that month, but it remains cold, which a lot of people hate. It seems counterintuitive. Technically, winter starts in about a month, and autumn starts in about a week. Sorry, 2 weeks, week and a half. Yeah, I may have also I I fixed the seasons, so information I gave you a while ago may be inaccurate now, but everything is accurate now. So can you guys see the calendar actually?
Where should we
Not
see
right
it?
now. It usually pops
If
up
you
when I like load a Foundry up.
Okay, then you should be able to see it. So if you click on the journal notes on the left-hand side, so in the little tools menu, there's a little journal, the same one that should open, like give you access to your quest log and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
there.
There should be a
Yeah.
simple calendar button there. Is it? Should be a little button that says SC.
Oh yeah, that one.
I don't see it.
You have to go to the fourth icon, and then it's the third from at the bottom.
Can you see that on your screen, Commander?
Yes, that's why I was able to be like, yeah.
I was just thinking maybe you knew where it was from, like when you have.
I can see
DM.
like the crafting, the expedition, all of those.
No,
Is it in the same place?
that's the right
Is it
menu.
journal?
It's the left one. It's the control panel, the one where you also have the token controls.
Yeah, so on your other left, just
Oh, journal
like where you have,
notes. Okay, yeah, I see it.
so that you should be able to browse the calendar there. I think you can check the month.
Neat.
Yeah, autumn. Lori is the beginning of the frozen white nights. I assume that's the winter.
Yeah. Well, no. Guk winter starts in the month of Guk, and then it continues into Lori. That's
Oh, okay, yeah.
that's when night ends. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Maybe that's when you can't see either of the suns. I think that might be the thing. I can't remember now, but that's the cold, the like long extended cold.
If it's a white night, then usually you can see. At least it's IRL.
Yeah, sorry. That's why I just read night, and I was like, wait, did I get it wrong? No,
White
you're right.
nights are when the sun
White
doesn't
night means
fully go down.
exactly, yeah. So that's when the Iranian games happen, and when like that's a signal of the start of the Iranian games, because that basically happens twice a year that you go through the white night, and that's believed that when you see both suns in the sky, that's like the gods are all watching, and that's why you have the Iranian games. Yeah, right now you are still in the first month of the year and most of the way through summer. So these are the last couple of weeks to get prepared for. And you would hear one of the dwarves as he'll kind of take a step forward and just say, like you see, a lot of the dwarven smiths are kind of sitting in silence as he says, Brauda's forge was once a place of pride and industry, but now it lies quiet and broken. The anvil is cracked down the middle, and the great furnaces that once burned night and day are cold. We could try to save them, but our tools sit idle and unused. I believe the heart of Brauda is dying. And you see, this is one of the master smiths who everyone, like a lot of the community seems to know him at least. But he is not one of the two like giants that you saw forging. Just says, without the forge, we cannot craft the weapons and tools we need to survive the coming winter. Perhaps we could spend some time, join our new friends in their home, and kind of gestures to you, suggesting maybe going back to Braudavik with you, seeing as that was technically an outpost of Brauda long ago. But not, you can see the rest of the dwarves aren't so sure. Don't want to abandon them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Uh, if it's an option for you to go to Brodoving and stay there for the winter, do you even have a way to get there?
Yeah, the smith kind of looks back at you and like he's about to speak and then just shuts up and shakes his head.
I don't think one. I have a ship. I don't think could fit all of you there.
Yeah, Thrain speaks up again and says, well, don't worry, we'll figure something out. But we won't put too much on you. Glad to see you survived. You must be tired. Please come in. There are at least some supplies left we can happily share. And Thrain kind of gestures that you can head inside if you need a drink.
Well, I'm not saying no to that. Yep. Come on.
The Thrain and a couple of the elders would also join you if you're heading in.
You guys can go. I have to clear my head a bit. I'll join you in a bit.
All right, but you better hurry up, or else you're gonna be all out of drink.
Pretty sure you at this rate you'll die after the second glass, but whatever you say.
Then I'll go to the Valhalla of drunkards.
Might be regular Valhalla.
Well, who knows? Maybe we'll get into a really cool bar fight. Pub fight?
Yeah.
Drunk fight.
Yeah. I can Trimer, I guess, in a way, not wanting to cause a panic stir amongst will mention to Drain one-on-one in a whispered tone about like the reasons of the about the heart of Ymir is unstable and basically trying to like we'll rest and will make like he and his companions will make haste towards the heart of Ymir, like where go back to Patron's lair and fix it so that the avalanches will stop, like privately, so that doesn't cause a panic amongst the community members.
I feel like that would calm them all down.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Say again. Who are you? Who are you saying this?
Oh, I'm saying this to Lord Drain.
He says, well, would you share that with the elders? I think we need. There's no reason for secrecy around here now. The people of Brauda are not as fickle as you elves.
Mm.
We can handle a bit of a unfortunate truth, but if we know what's coming, then we'll all be able to deal with it as best we can and help
Ah,
you if need.
okay. Glad to know. You may notify them then. Like Trimer thinks to himself, unfortunate truth, because Trimer just recently learned that like what apparently famous figures, lore facts, something really bad. I was like, wait, what? Why? Basically, yeah, and basically, Trimer internally couldn't handle that fact. Like on the outside, he seems fine, but internally, he's like, no, like, no, that can't be. Uh, like Lorfax doing something terrible to the Giants, the betrayal. But
Well,
yeah,
when you are heading in, you are going in with Brauda's sort of council of Dwarven and Goliath elders that are gathering here in the hall, and you can see their faces are as grim as the storm clouds above the mountain, but uh, they are definitely gathering here with you guys and with Thrain as some drinks are brought to the table, and there is some dwarven ale. There's I'm sure a welcome sight, and you would have some. They would be serving some stew, but it is very like sparse compared to the last all the corn you were eating before. It seems like they're using as little as they can to get as much food out of it.
yeah, rationing in a way, but yeah,
So yeah, you can if you want to sit with the elders, it'll be kind of everyone's just gathered in this room. All the people that you can see are either townsfolk, guards, or those elders that are gathered.
yep, yeah, Trimer's partaking. Like it would be rude, hospitality.
You don't piss on hospitality. I don't allow it.
One of the Goliath elders will just say, "The mountain has grown unstable." You see his voice, this deep rumble. Torrent and Vatrander have brought something worse than ruin upon us. They've disturbed ancient forces that have slept for centuries. And the room grows sort of silent as they look to you. We need your aid, and if we cannot pacify these forces, Brauda will fall. Yeah, what are you guys doing as you take a seat here and are given some food and drink?
Yes. Yeah. I imagine Trimer will mention. Yes, of course. There's the fact that this ruckus third. Uh, well, feel well. I'm well ashamed to say feeling partially responsible, at, but at the same time, all because of that responsibility, we wish to bring Brauda out of this catastrophic state. And but we will do everything we can to help find this heart of Ymir that's caused this stir, and you of ancient forces awakening. Uh, what do you mean by that, sir? Uh, Trimer is asking like the Goliath this, like what dark forces is awakening?
I don't know what you found down there, but you ventured into forbidden parts of the mountain. There could be ancient spirits, dormant magic, even giant relics from the War of Titans that are still alive down there. They have been dormant as long as we have lived here, but this, I think something is awakening. Either that or something is dying. There is only one way to know, and it is to go down there.
Trimer nods. Understood. And I imagine much worse than the Remorazes we've encountered.
I don't know about that. That thing was pretty horrible.
They were pretty boring.
Well, it has a stinky breath.
And give them some Mentos.
Flashback. Sorry, Kamala. I didn't mean to speak over you there. What did you say?
I said give them some Mentos.
See a little old dwarven woman just saying, going down there is likely to just get you all killed again. Or destroy more of the mountain. We should be seeking out people from other settlements. Call upon some old pacts or form some new alliances to strengthen our position. Maybe they can take some of us in while we repair this place.
I like this little one.
I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met. I saw the rest of them when they arrived, but who are you, young sir?
Well, my friends call me Hjelte. So, I guess all of you can do too. And you would be?
Was the one time. The name's Agnes. Good to make your acquaintance. I thought
What
you
the
might
heck?
be Jormund. Uh, what with the wolf symbol and all that.
Oh, that. Don't worry too much about it. Wolves are really good hunters, you know?
Disagree.
But yeah, now seeking out new alliances, building more relations, sounds like a great idea. I mean, regardless of what happens with the city here, it doesn't really hurt. Oh, that being said, no worries, no worries. We'll make sure to take care of it. Isn't that right,
Yeah.
guys?
Yes, we. No matter what, we still have this. We still desire to venture down and try to stabilize the heart of Ymir somehow. And I suppose in our journey we will come across what the Glide says. Well, something ancient has awakened. So, well, we must prepare for that.
I feel like we might have actually already run into some of that. With the walking icicles, Remoras.
Mm.
Didn't you guys also run into some weird thing?
Well, yeah.
He ran into you.
Oh. Well, I mean, actually, I kind of ran into you when you think about it.
A question of perspective.
Well, I mean, technically, I was gliding in, and most of you guys were kind of just sitting around a campfire. But didn't you guys run? Well, no. There was another thing. Remoras, the icicle thing. Oh, there was this really weird thing that was screaming at us when we were skiing down the mountain. Also, a big troll.
Yeah. Yeah. Nonetheless, stuff. But yeah.
I feel like I'm forgetting something still. Oh,
Yeah, I think-
right. Then Kelda's gonna like kind of like lean a little bit closer to the team. You know, the Draugr.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I really wish you hadn't brought that thing in here. Is it safe? I mean, I see it's gagged, but still,
oh come
you
on,
know that.
Dan. He's perfectly fine.
Just yeah. Kami is still perplexed at this. Just ignore it the best you can.
Yeah, he wouldn't hurt a
You know,
fly. I think.
No. You don't know that. Just as I said, just ignore it.
Look up. Trying to calm them down.
you
Don't
hear
worry, we got him
little
under
old
control.
dwarf- You hear a little old dwarf behind you just going, "Flying dagger! Oh, by the gods!" And he just like runs away. Like, oh fuck this! I'm going to flosstivate.
What? Okay.
Like in another town, Flostvik. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but anyway, moving on. So right now the plan is for all of us to rest up and traverse deeper within the mountain, find the heart of Ymir. Like why is it causing such a stir, and try to stabilize it somehow. Agreed.
And while we're doing that, you guys should probably, try to reach some of the outposts or nearby villages or anything like that. Try to get some extra help.
All right. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
are
that seems.
welcome. You're welcome to stay here, but I have to say the Bear King is not much fond of us mountain folk. I'm not sure they'll be all too welcoming. Perhaps you mentioned something about heading that way. Perhaps you could send a raven in our stead.
Ooh. Does anybody have a raven? Mine got kind of
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah. So.
Did you have a raven?
If I ever did, it got eaten by sirens. Or actually, maybe adopted by sirens.
Yeah.
Sorry, fight for DM to note down.
I know. I assume terrible things happened on the way here, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No, I like having that as like an open-ended thing. Yeah, but there was a raven taken by sirens, so maybe you'll encounter those sirens again. For now,
Okay.
you can yeah, I don't know if anyone's got an like animal messenger spell or anything like that, but you could probably find a messenger right or a scroll for that.
So he only has one he can do by the end of the night, which is going to be kind of funny. Actually, yeah, no, he probably would. As they're continuing drinking, he was going to go out, and take a leak, and then also end up casting this spell before he gets too drunk.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
So,
I
yeah,
summon a moose.
Oh no. Fade to black quick.
wait, you're summoning a what?
No,
Moose.
sorry. Nah, not a moose. I'm summoning an elk.
You could summon a moose if you want.
I mean, yeah, sure. I don't know if there's a statue, but I guess do we just use the elk one then?
Let me see. Actually, I think I might.
Because the
Yeah, I
only
mean,
thing that
I
I've found
think
is something called an
just.
awakened white moose, but I feel like that's kind of
Oh yeah,
dangerous.
that, that is what I'm looking at. Wait, where did you see that?
Oh, this thing called the bestiary. It's like a 5e tools online website that has a bunch of
Oh, okay.
stuff.
I
Oh,
was gonna
it's
say, I
also
thought you saw that in
official.
Foundry because that's exactly what I was looking.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
it's
That
an
one.
official thing. It's from Rime of the Frost Maiden.
I gotta go there, dude.
Yeah, from Iceland Dale. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I think Find might be a little bit less than that thing. That's like a CRP. What can you summon? Like,
Yeah, we can use the elk statue, probably. I mean, that is listed as one of the thingamabobbers. So cool. Yeah. Oh goodness. The freaking image of it though.
yeah, it's a Fenrir moose. Yeah, we'll say. I mean, we'll get to the stat block when you're actually using it. But yeah, it would. I think just use a normal elf, maybe greater steed. You could use this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we say you and summon a moose.
Hey, good boy, good boy. Actually, yeah, girl. I can't tell.
It'll lower its antlers to you in a sort of bow as yeah, this is a fucking massive creature, but I suppose by Mordian standards, not really. But
Yeah.
just I've never seen a moose in real life, but but like
Oh, they are large.
seems like an
I mean,
insane creature.
I guess they're kind of like, yeah, they're kind of like general horse sized, I guess.
Yeah, like
Maybe not this wide, but still kind of big.
aren't
I've seen
elks
a lot
or moose as large as cars?
They
bigger.
definitely can. I don't think I've seen one that large. No. Yeah, I've definitely seen. We had a big tour over in Åland at one point, and yeah, they had a very very large moose.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of large buck, like you know, eland and uh, you know, there's a lot of buck in South Africa, but that
Hmm.
apparently like a moose is sort of you know like deer and moose and stuff are related. But from what
Yeah.
I've heard, the moose is I think one of the biggest of it's like one of the biggest animals we have.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not we. I just mean like on Earth.
They do be large. The
Oh
antlers
yeah,
are ridiculous too.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking at images, size comparisons. Yeah, they're around like 10 feet tall, like their heads. Oh,
Wait,
with
what?
the antlers.
Oh yeah, with the antlers,
Yeah, like they're like
they're
around 10
crazy.
feet tall. Like they're bigger than a horse, that's for sure.
Yeah. I did see a wild moose at one point though. It stopped the car at one point. It just ran around a little bit, looked at us through the dark, and then just ran away. It was funny.
Yeah, yeah. So far, you still you want to go with that plan, like send a your animal to Klostervik, mention like basically possible refugees from Brauda.
I have
You
no
still
idea. I'll
want
have
to
to
do that?
check in. I'll have to check in with the squad for that.
Yeah,
Because
like you still want to do that, or because there's a hope that we can fix this situation, stabilizing the heart of Ymir.
Just slap it with some duct tape and it's fine.
potentially. Now, the only thing that I wanted to do this was like open up the possibility because now we technically have a animalistic messenger of some sorts. Not a raven, but I mean it's somewhat close.
I mean, you
Actually,
can
wait. I guess we
telepathically
could send a
communicate.
messenger.
You can telepathically communicate with this animal for like up to a mile, which I'm not sure if that would be far enough to reach the nearest town, but maybe an outpost or reach someone. I'm not
Wait,
sure.
what the hell?
It's just a moose, so it can't deliver a message unless you like maybe hanging something from its antlers or something.
Wait, no, wait,
Yeah.
no, wait, it can speak.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
It
no,
can-
no, no, man. It
No,
can
it-
able to understand.
Yeah, I can understand it.
What in the world do I give the moose then? What if I give him like a bunch of cards that he can, or like these blocks that you give to children so they can spell out words?
Just
Yeah, I feel like-
shave a message to the side of the moose.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe we just slap a sign on it, or like hang a sign around his neck that says "I understand you."
Yeah, but it's not that complex. Just strap a paper message on it, and
But
Yeah, honestly.
realistically, I feel like we could send like one of the other what are they called? Like
dwarves.
yeah, dwarfs. What
Oh,
if
yeah,
I
to
think of
ride.
inhabitants to just accompany him.
Or ride on the elk. A messenger dwarf riding on the elk.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I
You
think
know-
it comes with a saddle and everything with fine steeds, so I definitely send a dwarf. But I also love the idea of like hanging some rune sticks from its antlers or something to actually have like a message.
Oh my god, you could
Bear
totally
in
ride
mind,
in the snow.
try me. I will remind you that paper is kind of an elven thing.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not uncommon. Like you see scrolls and stuff everywhere, but like paper messages like that would be probably normal for Trimere, but for others, that's not really something you would see. Like it's rare to see like a wanted poster or something. It's not
Ah,
often.
okay. Oh,
I want to see a wanted
yeah,
poster made of stone.
Oh yeah, considering like the last domain action, couple months oh no, this was like almost a year ago. But when I joined as my last character, yeah, there was like a messenger of the king of I forgot the Fostovic, like basically firstly coming to deliver the message instead of like having like a written message. Like they basically a bunch of messengers just sailed along. But yeah, I
Yeah.
get what you mean.
Ravens are commonly used to deliver messages across like long distances, but they would, instead of paper, you are just using like rune sticks. So it's like a small, it looks almost like an incense holder, but made of wood that would just have some carvings in it. So you wouldn't
Yeah,
be
okay.
sending long messages, but you could send a bundle of rune sticks, and that would just be the normal communication amongst like humans and some of the other races. But yeah, dwarves have got stone tablets oftentimes, and elves use books and paper.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this thing and then add back in. Okay. How do we want to go about this? Do we want to go to that place, or do we just send a raven, a wolf, a moose?
Well, I'm not really familiar with diplomacy. Just do what you think's good.
One of us could ride. The elves suggest Ariana and Fenway.
Right. Okay. So I'm a little bit uncertain about this. Are you elves approved? I'm confused. Do these guys like do they only like dwarves or?
Well, we are uncommon, that's for sure.
Right, but would they welcome you, or would they welcome dwarves more?
Well, they just mentioned that Flossovic doesn't really take kindly to mountain people.
Yeah, you guys can give a history check if you want to see what you know about
Flossovic.
Flostovic, but Thrain
Okay.
would say it's hard to say really. They're under new leadership, so and for a fella calling himself the Bear King, not expecting much hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
They made this disadvantage.
Yeah, so try me. There's some southern stuff, and you're like, I don't fucking know. I just
Yeah.
you need to pay it right now. But Carmilla, you definitely you remember like when the Bear King came there. You know you've established a relationship with Flostovic now, and you know that they would uh, you were traveling there to try and figure out a potential alliance with Brauda. So you assume that you guys are known, at least your group would be known um, arriving in Flostervik, so you might be recognized by someone. But you also remember that there are two other factions closer to the mountain. There is the Sentinels Covenant, the like forest hippies that you met, that you left your ship with, and there is, and what are they? I'm looking up the name now, but there's the other guys that are the Bear's Claw or something, where they are like hostile and they seem to be trying to keep everyone off of those lands. Like they're kind of at war with the Sentinels Covenant. So you know that sending someone down there, that's more than likely the first people you'd encounter before getting to Flostervik. Flostervik is still quite a distance.
Yeah. So I wonder. So is Flostovic hostile to both like the bears, the they're called and Hills Coven, or are they? Do they have friendly relations?
You haven't, I don't think you've interacted with the, other than that bear with moose antlers that you, or with elk antlers that you saw chasing you. I don't think you've interacted with the Worm Hunters Conclave. That's what
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah. So and but their symbol that is the claw of a bear, which you would assume just by that sort of insignia that they are probably allied with the Bear King, but
Oh, yeah.
they are a separate faction unto themselves. They're not actually from Flostervik, or they might be from Flostervik, but they don't live.
Yeah,
Whereas the
yeah.
Senate is against them, and they had only bad things to say, but they're kind of at war with them. So you know, it's
Yeah, I don't really got an idea of the political spectrum, but not much. Right now, we don't
yeah,
even
as far as you know,
their side.
they
Um,
yeah, you've only heard bad things about the Worm Hunters Conclave. You've only spoken with their enemies, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, we heard Sentinels Covens like they formed because of like Brodovic's successful defense. So in a way, they are inspired by Brodovic. So there is like this, I don't know, somewhat closeness that the Brodovic people have.
Yeah, when Ailson was defeated, the whole like everyone in the Bay, um, like they were mostly united under Ailson, and then when Braudovic defeated Ailson, those places they kind of their alliance split apart. So there's all kinds of new dynamics forming here around the Bay, and it's yeah, you've kind of got an opportunity to make that work in your favor with some diplomacy, but yeah, not everyone's going to get along.
All right.
I mean, I guess we
Alright.
could send an elf.
Wait.
But aren't you guys
Like right
supposed to be
now,
protecting that guy?
yes, like that. Both Finway are like the escorts of Trimer, yeah, like out from Rishon. Yeah, so, like basically Trimer is like kind of like gets out of like wait.
Unless you
Like
prefer to entrust that
basically,
task to us,
yeah,
which I'm fine with.
yeah. Basically, to Trimer, he's thinking of like, hey, we got a solution. We gotta find the leaking, uh, the heart of Ymir, and gotta fix it immediately. And this situation with the avalanches and caves collapsing will stop. So yeah, and the extra option of messaging Fostervik, but basically he finds it like kind of like unnecessary at the moment. He doesn't know if that's will be a waste of time. Like he doesn't know. But yeah, that's just how Trymere personally feels.
Okay, well, while you guys come up with a decision on how you might send a message, I'm gonna cut to Gorm outside. We haven't. It's been out in the cold for a while. What has Gorm been up to?
Gorm is pissed and he's talking to himself, wondering how he got to this situation when instead of just building ships, he has to deal with diplomacy. How is he supposed to juggle his commitment to Brodovik of well gathering enough resources and allies and whatever to survive the winter, and helping Brauda with their things? He's just really pissed. Just like kicking sand around. Wondering this is some kind of a joke or a test.
As you are, yeah, I mean, he's got a point there. Is this even your problem? But as the evening shadows are stretching across Brauda and you kind of muttering to yourself, you start to hear strange whispers fill the air. And as you look up, would you still have that Eye of Odin active at all?
Yeah, I have an hour with it, yeah. I believe it's an hour since I activated it. So
Okay,
just
yeah.
about to end.
So you would start to see ghostly figures that are walking the streets at dusk, where these seem like specters of dwarves and Goliaths who may have fallen in the battle between Hjorund and Veitrunder. You can see that you're not sure if the rest of the townsfolk can see these spirits, but they are growing uneasy, and more and more of these spirits are starting to appear. Their faces kind of locked in expressions of sorrow and confusion, and you would know, being sort of having grown up with your mother as being like a seer and um, being a bit of a shaman yourself, you know that these spirits could start to grow restless and violent if they're not put to rest. But something is keeping them here. They haven't moved on. Seems like that magic is having an effect on even those who have died.
Are they going somewhere or is it just walking around the town?
Seems like they're stuck here. Like they are not. Like these are probably people that are buried under the rubble and have not been buried or put on a pyre, and their spirits are just stuck here in Braudavik. I mean, in Brauda, and wandering the streets.
Do they
You
notice me that I can see them, or they just walk there?
Yeah, they seem to notice you. That they seem to be walking up to other townsfolk and like trying to engage with them, but they don't seem to be able to communicate, and you're kind of seeing it using this eye, so they probably aren't visible to the rest of the townsfolk. but you know that if they get more restless, these spirits, as I said, could become violent. So yeah, I mean, you could like perform a ritual to calm them or something like that, or try and figure out what is actually the source of this that's drawing them back here. But it definitely seems like the heart of the mountain is the cause of.
Yeah, I'll try some sort of ritual. Maybe mother taught me something I can use.
Do you have stuff specifically for the undead, like mechanical? Like you might have ceremony or something like that. But I mean, we can do this flavor-wise. You absolutely can, but I don't know. You might have.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything, you know. I have Sense of the Savior, but it doesn't really do anything. It's like Precipitation, but better.
Yeah, that. I mean, you could definitely use that um, to perform the ritual. That is literally you are conjuring spirits. Uh, you channel minor spirits, allowing them to work through you, so that you can affect change in the mortal world. So you could definitely channel these spirits to try and help them.
Yeah, I'll try to do that as part of the ritual.
Well, what is this? Yeah, what would the ritual entail then? I mean, that was just a suggestion. You can try whatever you like, but what does this look like? What is he trying to do? And are you gathering any of the others to help you with this, or is Gorm just uh, going on his own?
I think Gorm is on his own for now. I'll find like a straight piece of wood and light it a flame. I'll just do a small cut on my palm and squeeze some of the blood of the fire and call to the ghosts that are refusing to rest to tell me why they are not resting.
You hear one of them just in confusion saying, "We tried to get out of the mountain, but it collapsed all around us. It was so cold, so dark. Please, I think I'm stuck." And yeah, one of the bigger ones, you'll see the ghost of a Goliath just saying, I saw the dragon fall, and his breath as he rose, it was terrifying. Shards of metal ripped through us. And you see is that just holding where these wounds clearly killed him, and uh, as he's kind of remembering them, you see them appearing on the body of this, and he starts to panic a little bit as all of these ghosts are starting to remember how they died, and it sounds like a lot of them were killed just by cave-ins, and their bodies are probably buried um, in the mountain. But it seems like a couple of them witnessed the battle between the giant and the dragon.
How could I set things right? How can I help you pass on? Do I have to find your bodies, bury you, or relight find the heart? I don't know.
So at this point, you can make a religion check for me as you are performing the ritual and trying to figure this out. A lot of the ghosts wouldn't really have an answer for you here. They don't know they're trapped. If they had the answers, they would definitely share it.
16.
Okay, with a 16, yeah, you know that they would need to be like put on a pyre or buried, but a lot of them technically are buried already, so you may just be able to um, you may be able to do your own ritual to kind of like a funeral rites to try and get them to pass on. But you may need more magic than that, or a higher check. You've got enough that you've managed to commune with these spirits for now, and um, they are aware that you are trying to help them, so they are calmed for the moment. They don't seem like they're going to get violent, but you know that you're going to have to figure something out to actually uh, put them to rest here. You may have to do a funeral rite over where they died, or you might be able to just do it here with some help.
I'll try to do it here. I don't think I'll be able to find them. It'll take me days probably to find even one of them. I'll try to expend some of the savior I have that I use for the eye and everything. See if I can find how much I have. I believe it's 30. But I used the eye a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
30. Just try to channel the power I have from the eye and do the right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think how much that would.
Let's see. Eye of Odin. Is the chakra same as Celestial Satyr? Or is it
No,
related?
I don't think that's the same thing. Or maybe I don't remember right now.
Let's see. I still have 16 left points. Of the 30 I used.
Oh, it's celestial chakra. I mean, celestial satyr works like double satyr, like double chakra.
Then, yeah, I believe I'm still right. Maybe a bit less. Let's see. How much the eye? Then I have like 10, not 16. 10 satyr left.
Okay, where are you keeping track of?
I didn't. I know I have 30, and I just believe I calculated properly everything. I thought that it had a counter somewhere, but I was wrong. I just know 30 is the max I have.
You
Oh, there it
maybe
is.
if you put it there. Oh no, then no, that doesn't actually work. I'll fix it so you can
It's okay. I remember how much I have at the moment.
your max. But yeah, you can definitely try and use that the eye and yeah, with some of your blood hunter rights, you are definitely able to do this. Oh, there's also I think the shield might have them.
It has clarity, removes the condition, honor, adds to a check, and advantage against being frightened? I think for a funeral. I guess I use it as a part of the ceremony, but it's not specific for funerals.
Yeah, you could use it to give yourself a bonus on the religion check.
Yeah, +1, I believe, because I'm only one here. Yeah.
Okay, so then you can give me one more religion check as you yeah, you can spend some of that Sadir. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, me neither. It's not something
We'll
specific,
say
just something I.
yeah, I'll say it costs the same as one of the lower features that you can use. I'm trying to remember I can't remember what the prices are for those things, but it would be
It'll be like
yeah, I don't
5
know.
of
I
that.
feel
It
like
will
we're
be
spending
5 at least then, I think.
okay, yeah, we'll say it's 5 here, and you're using the
Using 10, you know,
all the other stuff.
double
Okay.
it, then. That's not good.
Still decent.
No, so he said it's a bit higher than higher than the previous one, so it's not enough.
Yeah, so you will probably, as I said, with this, you'll be able to calm the spirits, and you're pretty confident they're not going to attack anyone tonight. Um, and and you'll probably be able to keep them calm until they fade away, because they kind of only here during the dusk. So we'll say as you perform this and the night falls completely, they will fade from the streets, but a couple of them are still just reaching out to you as they kind of swarm you as you're performing this ritual, and it just doesn't seem to be working, as they're just saying, help us, please. And they will fade away, and you know that they'll be back again tomorrow night. But every dusk they are going to be trapped here until you can perform that ritual, or something more powerful. Maybe someone can prepare a spell over the rest. But night has fallen, and it seems like that has failed.
I'll head back.
Our conversation regarding like sending a message to Fluster. So, like, you guys still want to do that? Right now, to Triver, he just doesn't find it necessary at the moment. Because we already got like a solution to help Brauda.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, we definitely should do that. Yes.
Yeah, like heading to the tunnels for sure. But I'm just, wondering about the
No,
message.
sending. Yeah. Sending a message. We should absolutely do that.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got a messenger right outside. He's as trusty as they get. Or she, I still haven't really figured it out.
Okay.
And I mean, we could send one of the elves. Or, well,
No.
what, one of you guys, but. Oh, you sure?
Yes.
Um. Alright. Well, in that case, I'm gonna need to make a sign. Whatever. We'll get it started tomorrow morning. Tonight, we celebrate! Need another drink.
Not the most dour place to be celebrating, just with all these refugees. But yeah, the drink is good, and if you'd like to try and do something to liven the spirits here, you can definitely try like a performance check or something. You've got some bardic.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. I don't know what I would even be able to do. I guess I'd just grab a couple empty mugs, just slam them on the table in like a drum-like rhythm.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have anything to actually really make it great though.
You're
Nah.
a bard without instruments.
Yes. I lost it at sea.
Fortunate. And what's funny is that Trimer, he's proficient in the music, and that's flute, and he does have one in his inventory. But for now, Trimer, but Trimer can offer performance. I make a flute a skill check.
Are you proficient with the instrument?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, then you absolutely can. And I'll say this make that check first, because if you succeed on that, it'll give kill to advantage.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, damn it. Curse. Okay. This is.
Well,
I hope.
he's helping you too, so it'll be a normal check.
Okay, no check. Okay, let's see.
Lovely.
Oh no.
Keeping.
Okay. Fortunately, I have one more. I have one last sorcery point, so I'm gonna use my magical guidance. This is the last sorcery point, so magical guidance. Let's go.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun,
come
dun,
on.
dun, dun, dun. What the hell?
And that's two better. 13 instead
I'm
of
gonna look
11.
around. Does anybody have a lyre?
Yeah, the someone will be able to. Or actually, no. Give me a
Um,
persuasion check
Uh,
to the room to try and see if anyone will give you an instrument, because they're hearing this elven flute, and you can see a couple of the dwarves just like, this is not helping.
okay.
Wow.
Uh,
All right.
They're like, oh great, uh, flute music. That's just what we want to hear right now.
Oh, it's a persuasion check?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Precisely.
say that Trimia's failure on that one will give you advantage on a persuasion check to give you another instrument, because they're just like, oh no,
Oh, all right, sure. I'll take that.
Oh gosh, what the hell?
Well, that's not very, it's not very great, but
they they say we don't play those kinds of instruments around here, but we've got a little drum for you, and he'll hand you a drum that,
the heck?
yeah, it looks like I mean, to you it would be the size of a hand drum.
Did it give me like little sticks to play on it too?
Oh, you use your hands. What kind of a bard are you?
That
I mean, if
fine.
you want the marching kit, then fine. And he pulls out the two drumsticks he was trying to keep for himself. But
Actually, no, it's fine. I just no, I can make it with my hands. Actually, do you have a mouthpiece I can borrow too?
a mouthpiece.
Yeah, it's just like little things that you blow air into them, and out comes beautiful noise.
Yeah, the
Like a
Draugr
Like a
in the gang.
harmonica.
You can try it.
I have a feeling
Yeah,
they don't have a harmonica here, but it's worth a shot.
uh, yeah, I'm afraid with that check, it goes, sorry, lad, that's all I got. But I would love to see Sven with the harmonica. It would be great. Maybe Camilla's got one. What was that performance check there, Camilla? How are you adding to this?
It's just dance.
Dancing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Are you
So
getting
these
it,
elves,
Sven?
so the dwarves, you can see a couple of them are like there's a bunch of the elders that are sitting there and like, oh, yeah, we hate this bloody elven music. But when Camilla starts dancing, they're like, but you're
It
new.
turns into
You're
Snow
not.
White and the Seven Dwarfs.
No,
the
not
answer,
that,
right?
man. I read the original one. That's no,
Okay,
not.
well, that's not the one I'm talking about. Look about the Disney movie where they're all just having fun.
So you'll see with an 18, Sven starts dancing as well, and they're all just the people in here. They start bobbing their heads along as yeah, Hilti, you can give me the performance check here. It'll just be a straight one, unfortunately. Well,
Yeah,
actually, no.
sure.
Camilla's one will give you the advantage.
Oh, all right. The dun 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 dun.
Okay, with a 22, you start with the drums, Trimer's on the flute, Carmilla's dancing around, and the dwarves now you will start to see their spirits begin to liven as one of them begins singing and another joins in and they all start like in harmony. You hear these like low voices singing these old dwarven mining songs, and it's like it, you know oh, maybe I should just play the Misty
Oh,
Mountain, but they're basically
yeah, or that
it's
or that
exactly that, yeah.
yeah, or that I remember I heard like a Gorman song is like a rock and stone like yada yada. Do you know what I'm talking about? Let me link it.
Yeah,
Digga digga hole.
this is more of a sort of like they are uh, one.
Hey ho. That's
But
so
yeah, this is what you're hearing um, Gorm as you approach.
oh. he he just stepped away too.
Start of this song is very quiet. But yes, the dwarves start chanting and it is just across the the snowy streets of Brauda. Gorm, what are you doing as you arrive there and see the rest of the group?
See, is he back?
Did he, did he
I think he just left. Like,
well, you guys see Gorm arriving as this as the dwarves are all singing and you've all had some drinks and you will be settling down here for a long rest, I imagine.
Yes, for sure.
hola, hey, hey, hola, hey, hey.
Ooh, so can we click on the long rest button?
Yeah, we can. I'll leave it here for now. But you are yeah. If you guys are heading to bed after spending some time celebrating and livening spirits, you can take your long rest.
Yep, and Primer's gonna a final first level and second level spell slot, so he can to recharge his staff, since it can only be recharged by Primer's own spell slots. It doesn't have any like recharge. I don't like roll a dice to recharge. I have to recharge it with like my own spell slots. So I can add 3 more charges. So I have 8 out of 12 right now.
Here we go. Actually, Hilda's gonna start using the drumstick. All right, guys. Totally got to go and get all the gold. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, the dragon sword still there. Yep. And finally, I can get rid of my exhaustion. No more. Finally, no more exhaustion.
So do we all get a long rest then? Or does anybody have any spooky nightmares? Oh, okay.
Well, I was going to see maybe Gorm wanted to have a discussion after he came. We can go back to that if he does. You can take your long rest.
As long as he's not challenging anyone to a duel, we'll probably be fine.
On motorcycles.
Well, I was thinking you might want to discuss what he found, and
Damn
maybe
it.
you might want to prepare a different spell if you got it.
I actually did decide to look up on that. I don't think that I have a spell that could actually help. I mean, unless
Then
we were
Paladins
to
prepare
like
spells,
change a little bit
or
of a ruling.
I thought Paladins prepared spells every day.
Oh no, yeah, they do. What I meant is that
Yeah.
I don't think that I found a spell which would be great for that, aside from potentially ceremony. That one
Yeah,
doesn't
ceremony.
explicitly state that like to be able to do much, but I don't know. Maybe the locals would be able to teach me something.
That does funeral rites, I believe. Ceremony,
Yeah,
which would be.
but I need the corpses.
But what?
I mean, the ceremony one. I mean, it mentions that I touch a corpse and it can't be undead and stuff like that. But we can definitely have it be something else.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of the thing. You'd have to do it where they are, but with Gorm's ability to commune with these spirits, you might be able to do that at range. That's what we were kind of getting at. But he trying it on his own didn't seem to work out.
And definitely. Oh, but you need beyond crush.
But yeah, we will join you the following morning as day breaks and you hear the people of Brauda going about their business to try and fix this place up as best. I'm gonna move us over here. Can you all see on?
No, it's a black.
Enough?
There we go. Sweet, you got a little round table. The heck? I don't like this. It looks like a dismembered head.
That's fine.
But it's in such pristine condition. Okay.
The head opens its eyes and goes, "Would you stop looking at me like that?"
Now!
What?
The power of Odin compels you!
Aye, compels me not to die. Fucking bastard. Oh, if I had hands, I'd get my hands on him, I tell you. Like, grits his teeth.
What the heck? What? Is this real? Wait. Mimir?
No, but I can see how you'd be confused. You're not the first person to make that mistake.
Guys, I found a talking head!
Huh?
This is awesome!
The rest of you see that Hjelte has found a severed head. And you immediately know that it's probably a bad idea to start snorting pixie dust, because that's just
Oh, okay.
Oh, who are your friends? You're gonna introduce me?
Oh, right. Let's let's pick him up and bring him along. Okay, so this Carmela, this is Sven, this is Tramir. I guess Gorm is out. Maybe he's out cold or something. I don't know. That's let's see, Ariella, Aria, uh, yeah, and that's Finway. Oh, that's Mikhail. He's not really. He's kind of having an off day, I think. But between you and me, I think you'll make great friends with Sven.
So yeah, he looks like my kind of fella. Hello there. And Sven will like try and lift a hand. It looks like he's trying to wave. But as to the rest of you, Hjelte's just walked up with. You haven't heard this head say a word. He's found the severed head of a dwarf. You're not sure where. He may have killed someone, but he's holding a head and introducing you to it.
Come on, guys, don't be rude. Say hello. Okay,
You
guys.
Oriana and Fenway sort of exchange glances like,
yeah. Tryer's also there. He's like changing glances with them. It's like anyone have less? Yeah, Trimer says anyone have the lesser restoration spell?
Ooh, I.
Can you use it on yourself? Real
Oh,
quick.
no. Oh wait, I probably should actually, huh? Yeah. I'll have to prepare that spell. Let me get rid of.
oh yeah, we're also going to need rolls from, I think, Carmela for your frenzy stuff and over the long rest. And if anyone took a wound, I can't remember.
Yep. Delta and Finway, I believe.
Yeah, Finway.
Yeah, so Finway's got 3 days left of his fractured skull, unless he gets some serious medical attention. But what didn't Hjelte have something?
Yep, you sure did. Something about needing medical treatment, or he would get like poisoned or something after a few days.
Oh yes, you had the infected. We need
So-
to actually. Did you not mark that?
I don't think that I did.
Okay.
That would be very far up. I guess it would be all the way up with. Yeah, it's a while ago. When the heck was that? Should be with. Someone got eaten.
Okay, it's a D100 list, so I will try to find it.
Yeah, it was something about your blood here.
Yeah. So one thing that I kind of want to mention. I'm not sure how this would work. I've dumped enough levels into this to have this. I'm immune to disease. I don't know if that would be enough to help here though.
Possibly. I'm just trying to find the thing that you had so I can
Alright.
double check because it wasn't a necrotic wound. No, not necrotic. Yeah, because possibly, but poison and disease are not the same thing.
Yeah, they're different.
Mm.
You have gangrene.
Gangrene?
No, for 1d4 days you fight your wound from gangrenous infection. Was
Probably.
no, that because that one if you fail, you have to remove part of the limb. I don't think that ever came out.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, it was something about your blood.
There we go. A soothing wound that threatens. I don't know. Can I mark this thing? I found it.
What was it? What is like the first sentence?
Well, it's number 89. It's a soothing wound that threatens to poison your blood for 5 days.
Yes. So okay, so you lose 1d4 max HP each day until the wound is healed.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that doesn't happen
Sorry, can't
immediately.
read
It
the
happens.
whole thing. Sorry, it's just give me.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, your blood is poisoned, so you're going to need to make a medicine check to try and stop it. So this is not disease, but I'll give you advantage on the check because of that divine.
All right. I mean, to be fair, realistically, if push comes to shoving, just lesser restoration it.
Okay, yeah. So then I think that's
Yeah, so that's one success.
oh, it's for 5 days.
Right.
So that's one day you've managed to bandage the wound and keep it from getting infected. But you'll have to
Yeah.
do that for the next. You'll have to do that 4 more times over the next couple of days, unless you want to use some magic. I don't know. Can you use magic for these kinds of things? Yeah, if you've got some particular
I mean,
healing magic.
probably less restoration. It cures poison, like poison conditions. So I'd hope so.
Yeah, then that would work.
I'm gonna hold on to that because new day. I don't want to be spending all the resources immediately.
Cool. So yeah, it's just bandaged up for now, but you know that if things get real bad, you could.
Wait, never mind. I forgot. Secret ability of lay on hands can cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting a creature.
Oh yeah, neutralizes the poison.
That'll be great. I'll keep that in mind too then.
I mean, yeah, because then you'd only have to spend like 1 point of lay on hands to fix it.
Yeah, I think it's 5, but yeah, that's pretty.
Oh, is it 5? Does it
Pretty
have
possible.
a mechanic for that? Sorry, I thought it was just if you use it. Because then,
Yeah.
you have the option. Just let me
Oh.
know when you're taking that. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we'll keep track.
I'll hold on to it. Until I start losing my. Oh wait, actually wait. It doesn't specify that I gain them back though. But I might have to do that before it gets real bad. Oh well. Yeah, goal.
So are you doing that now?
Oh, cure myself now.
Okay, well, just remember that the mechanics for this thing, I'm not keeping track of them for you. So just
Yep.
maybe put that in your extras section.
Yeah, I'll note it down. Like journal or something.
And I see Gorm is back. We took a long rest, so you can trigger a long rest on there. And
Is there a way to add spells to my sheet here without importing?
I don't know.
There was.
It was
Uh,
before, but we've lost that system. So
Oh, maybe you can click and drag from my companion packs or something.
I'll look into it afterward. I just noticed I was missing a spell, so now I have the ceremony spell as well.
Yeah, same. I'm picking that one up. Like,
oh yeah,
need-
those like the official spells you can probably find pretty. Just go to items. Yeah,
There we go.
I think. Oh, I can't display it to you, but if you go to
There's one called the one that I found is
items
in
and then
DDB spells. And
Yeah,
then you can
I
jump in.
found it. Yeah, I
That's-
found it. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Cool.
Spells have a lot of spells, and I'd rather not have to dig through every single.
Yeah, there are also
can
the unofficial ones. There's a once we actually get to a point where we have downtime, I can explain it.
yeah. But yeah, also for preparation, like you can keep the spells on your sheet. You may have to bring them all over, but then like you can select which ones are prepared on your.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just forgot that clerics can do it after a long rest, and I don't have to level up and do it.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to. I think Kjelte may have also prepared it for today. So
I just
I was going to
quickly
ask if you guys
searched to see.
did you guys would you have had a conversation when you came back to the tavern and the dwarves were singing and like before you took a long rest? Do you think you would have spoken to him about that? Or I suppose you prepare it in the morning. So if you guys want to discuss the spells that you might need for the day or make a plan for what you're doing today, now would be the time.
Mm-hmm. Hey, come check it out! I found my mirror.
What?
What?
I'll just present the severed dwarven head to him. Come on, say hello.
Are you okay?
Carmilla was
that
brought back from the dead via ritual, and she's, I'm pretty sure, much more sane than you are.
Well, that does sound like an eye-opening experience. But come on, now don't be rude. He's already eager to talk to you. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. They do that every now and then.
I'm responding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the head to see if it does anything. I'm not saying anything.
No, this is very clearly dead. It is fairly well preserved because of the cold, but it looks like this head has probably been dead for a couple of days, and it is definitely not talking to you. Kilte, you do hear it go. Your friends are kind of rude, aren't they? Yeah.
Well, it just takes a little bit getting used to. I think I don't really know them for a couple of days.
Oh, I see.
Listen, yeah.
Bunch of sheep among the wolves, eh? I understand how it is.
I can imagine. I'm sure you. Wait a minute. How did you die? When? How did you lose your body?
I'm gonna say at this point, give me a wisdom saving throw as you suddenly start
Me or
to.
him?
I mean,
Yeah. I hope you're wrong.
I hope I rolled low. It would be
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Can I do
Like,
so with disadvantage if I choose to want to believe this thing?
Yeah, absolutely. You can choose to fail a roll. I mean,
I can.
no, let's do that disadvantage. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see the dice.
Yeah, let's just see. What's the odds I roll?
Oh no! Oh no!
yeah.
Still.
Damn, you've got a hell of a wisdom save there.
Yeah.
Aura of
you can't
protection
even
and
have a fight.
proficiency.
That's hard.
No. So, yeah, despite all of this, he says, "Oh, those old things, never really made much use of them anyway. All I need is me head, even if it's not on my shoulders anymore." Gorm, yeah, at this point you can see him asking the head where its body went, but he seems to have lost his mind. What were you
Yeah.
saying?
Listen, I need your help with a spell. More of a holy type of spell. The dead are somewhat restless around here because of the avalanche and well everything happening. And do a ritual, and hopefully we'll be able to calm them down. So before you completely lose your shit, at least help me with this.
The who and the what now?
You didn't understand that, but you're speaking to a random severed head.
No, sorry, it's just both are at the same time. What was that? Yeah, look, I'll ask him later.
I
But
put my hand on the severed head's mouth and say it again.
oh right, yeah, I can try that. I think. What was it? He he's saying some dwarven. I think those are dwarven curses. When was the last time you washed your hands?
Tell him if he says it again, I'll tie him to the back of the ship as we sail. Although it might not affect because that doesn't have lungs, I'm sure the fish will like some food for
Oh
themselves.
yeah, no, fish did not taste good. Okay, look. Sorry, maybe I'll put you back over here. Just one moment, right? We'll continue this later. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so yeah. So, ritual for the dead?
Yeah, out of character, ceremony requires a dead body, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure
no.
how this is going to work.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. But what you were trying the previous nights, that was allowing you to kind of do it at range. But now you've actually got the spell prepared. It'll probably be a lot easier. But you would have to use some of that the stadia again, like you were
Yeah, I'm
just
just
doing.
trying to find if it recharges on a long rest or not, because I couldn't find it. Maybe if Carmilla remembers from Astrea's days, because she also had Celestial Chakra. If it recharges on a long rest. I think it does, but I couldn't find anything that says definitely.
Hmm.
I don't know. Kamala, do you remember?
What?
The Celestial Chakra from Astrea, does it recharge after a long rest? I think it did. That's why you had way less than us. I think you got less of
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
extra HP.
It was something like recharged after a long rest, and then yeah, I didn't have to pray for
Yeah,
it.
but yeah, to reduce the strain, I need a long. It's a day of rest, something else. But the Savior itself. Yeah, then.
Or just once spent only recovers when you complete a rest. A short rest recovers half of your celestial sadir, and you can recover celestial sadir this way twice per long rest. a long rest recovers all spent celestial chakra, Sadia.
Okay, then
You
yeah.
can only recover it during a long rest once per full rest.
Okay. Got it.
Don't know what that means really.
Full rest is a
Confusing.
full day when I'm using like a downtime to rest. Same for
Yeah, but
reducing strain.
yeah, but it says you can only recover celestial chakra using a long rest once per full rest, but then a short rest recovers half of it. So, oh, you
So
can
I
do that
have like 2 short
twice.
rests and a long rest, and that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll not sure.
Interesting.
5 points is the lowest I need to use, so I'll use 5 celestial savior for it. Oh, I just set it to 5 instead of reducing 5. There we go.
So, how does this? How do we go about this?
We both, if you have the spell, we use the spell, and I'll use something I have. I'm not even sure what it is at this point to extend its range, and if we are capable enough, actually, let's send it here. Oops. If we're capable enough, it will help the dead rest
If we're
instead of us
capable
having
enough.
to search for everybody that got stuck inside the mountain, all of their bodies, and then burn them. And
So,
Wait,
Torm,
what?
yeah.
like what you would, the way that I'm sorry, I haven't explained that what you're actually seeing, but you're basically tapping into the like ley lines and the you can see the roots of the mountain where uh, those paths of magic are crossing. So you're kind of using your own magic to flow through that into the mountain and just uh, the yeah how you want to flavor these things and like the rituals and things. I I am leaving up to you guys. So it's as interesting as you make it. Really.
Oh, I can get zone of truth.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. But if you are both casting ceremony, it'll probably be an automatic success here. But I would like to hear your guys' description of what this ritual actually entails, and you can flavor it however you like.
I'll do stuff like it. I'll paint like, draw a circle on the ground, like a 5-foot radius circle, and I'll take a seat and tell he'll to also take a seat, and I'll move my hands forward like towards his, so he'll hold mine, and I believe the. Let me just open the sheet again. Where is it? Sense of the city lets me sense, lets me see the ley lines and everything. So as we are using, we can use the spell as a ritual, thankfully. So as we're doing this ritual, I'll throw in the seance and use the satyr itself, the satyr points I have, and tell him to concentrate, feel the energy of the mountain as I use those abilities, like to help us focus on said energy, and from that point on to all of whoever died after on the previous few days of our escapades from the mountain beginning to collapse.
Oh, that feels weird.
Yeah, it's the first time doing it as well, so new for me.
Wait, what? Really?
Well, nothing bad will happen to us, I think.
I mean, what if we? Yeah, but what if these restless souls get angry or something?
If we do nothing, they will definitely get angry.
mean, I guess.
No, I'm telling you, they'll definitely get angry.
Okay, well, maybe they won't get angry at us. I mean, we
Well,
haven't done anything.
you're more than
Oh,
welcome
actually,
to
wait,
leave and not do this ritual. I'm going with it anyway.
I mean, sure, because still worth a shot. Yes.
Good.
Wimbowe,
What is
wimbowe.
what is hilt? Is that what hilt is part of the ritual looks like?
No. No, but I guess he's a little bit musically inclined, so he'll start. Oh, you know, I know to like gather up the lost like dwarven souls. I guess he'll start mimicking what he heard dwarves sing yesterday, like when they were in high spirits and kind of celebrating. Like he'll start singing Misty Mountains, I guess.
And as the two of you begin this ritual, the wind is going to pick up as just snow starts blowing off the rooftops, and like candles around here are going to be flaring as that severed head begins to roll off of the spot where it was, as if it's being magnetically pulled towards you guys. And as you are sitting there, it rolls into the center of your circle and flies up into the air, just hovering between the two of you, as its eyes open and just green energy is kind of shooting out of its eyes, just lighting you as you feel this magic all around you. And you will hear now, all of you can see the head speaking, as it speaks with the voices of 100 souls. Maybe you can hear them all speaking through this thing, as it just says, "We see them. Oh, is that a wolf? I don't think I want to go. Please, I'm afraid of the sea." And you can hear it now. It's like it's panicking, but as they are speaking, it seems like what it is seeing is not those of you around it, but it seems to be seeing something about the sea and something about a wolf.
Okay.
Are you guys going to do something to try and guide these spirits here, as it seems they are faced with two forces? And you can make a religion check if you want to try and understand what they are seeing, as I can only give you so much without giving it away. But if there's something else you want to try or say to them.
No, yeah.
religion.
Hilda's gonna make a religion check. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all hearing this.
Dang it.
Yeah. You're all seeing
Okay.
this ritual happening. It's like they are the ones communing with it, but you all see the head like floating in
Oh, yep,
between
nope.
them. And
Yeah, Trevor, like, he doesn't know what's going on. Like, he doesn't know about outer life stuff. He only knows about history stuff.
It's a
Ah,
hit.
yeah,
It's fine.
you guys just watching
It is a
along,
head.
like, not really sure. Hilti, you know that a wolf is often, like, you've always grown up knowing that a wolf can be a guide. Like if you see a wolf out in the forest, if you're like lost in the snow and you see a wolf, that that's a thing that you should follow. Which maybe in Brauda not a rule. That sounds like a dangerous rule, but where
Yeah,
Hilti comes
no
from,
shit. We ran from wolves yesterday.
Why did you run then?
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh?
No, look, a whole pack is a different story. A whole pack of aggressive wolves, that's a different story. But if you see like one lone wolf that is leading you, like
Oh yeah, for sure.
that's a
But I
safe.
have a
That's like a,
how the hell am I supposed to convince the freaking lost souls of this place about that?
well, yeah. This you can consider that as Gorm with an 18. You know that the what they are seeing, you identify as Aegir. You know that this you are kind of channeling, and this is where a lot of your magic comes from, and they are being offered to go out to sea, like as you would send a body on a ship out to sea as a funeral. That's kind of what your side is offering them, um, to take them to Folkvanger. But they are being offered a second choice, and that is being offered by Fenrir, who is offering to take them to hell. So these spirits can either follow Aegir into the sea or follow Fenrir to hell.
Wouldn't
And I
know
know
if
what
like this is a bad one, this is a good one, or is it just two different options?
Yeah, I mean Fenrir is commonly accepted as being like pretty evil force, but um, like people who worship Fenrir are generally not the uh, not the most trustworthy, or at least they are pretty violent. Like you know, you would from your perspective as growing up in Braudavik, you would consider followers of Fenrir to be probably evil, but obviously that is a subjective thing. Like not all of them, and in terms of the polytheistic thing, you know that hell is not necessarily a, a terrible place to go unless you are unless you have done something to deserve punishment. But
Yeah,
Folkvanger is definitely the better option that you are offering them from your perspective.
say I know you grew up in the mountains, but for us, when someone passes, we put his body on a small boat and push it out the sea, lighting it on fire. This is how one reaches the afterlife. Do not fear the water; they will guide you to what's next to come.
Or you could go with the wolf.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a contested persuasion uh, or deception check, whichever you're going for, from you guys, from Hjelte and Gorm, as you are each offering them those different paths yourself.
We're literally saying the complete opposite thing. Oh man, this is...
Yeah, it would be a great honor to be welcomed into the afterlife by Fenrir by your standard, or at least by the teachings you would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thunder, you froze.
Um,
Just refreshing it real quick.
I mean, I just saw a wolf. I don't know about the. I don't know what the other option means. I just see a wolf, and I
I
mean, I
mean,
trust
I'd say
wolves.
you get that once Gorm is offering them that as well. I feel like, or unless he didn't specifically mention Fenrir, so maybe.
No, so I mean, yeah, I'll just say no. Um, I feel like Gilda would say something along the lines that if he was lost in the afterlife, or lost, he'd trust a lone wolf for guidance.
Or either of the other two going to attempt to help one or the other in their persuasion here, as Kamala and Trimea are still watching this ritual, and you're hearing all this,
Yeah.
so maybe you guys have opinions.
I'll be honest. Trimer doesn't really have a say on this matter because, well, they're not really part of like elven matters of well, the dead and whatnot. So, like, he'll like basically stay out of this. Actually,
Well, not
Hmm.
necessarily. I think Folkvanger maybe Freya's elf, isn't it? Was that, am I thinking of Alpha? My last search was moose
Oh, what?
side.
How was that?
No, sorry. I was trying to look up. Yeah, Folkvanger is ruled by Freya, so that would be somewhere that you would definitely want to go if you died. Half of those who die in combat go to Folkvanger, and it is so they either go to Odin in Valhalla or to Freya in Folkvanger, and Freya is the one who saved the elves.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And is that like the wolf or the ocean? Remind me again.
The ocean.
Oh, the ocean. Ah. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think Tremor would. He would actually more or less in, encourage like like the fact that they have like a choice given for them is like, wait, do the dead have a choice in this matter?
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Yeah. So yeah, Trimer's actually can encourage like make like to make their own decision. Like what do they support? What did the like basically what the like Trimer would explain how the oceans would lead to Freya's realm, and the wolf would lead to uh, like what's the goddess of death's name? Hela, or
Just hell.
oh hell, yeah, lead to hell, yeah, and basically say like they are blessed to have two choices before them to go, and Kyra would say as an elf he would be for Freya's realm, but this is but the fact they have a choice is a great blessing to them. What do they decide? And basically encouraging do not be afraid. It is that like basically death is a part is natural and is a part of life. There's the fact that the undead are speaking, saying like they are afraid, saying like Trimer is encouraging them to not be afraid and make a choice now. Like whatever choice they have, they will be guided towards a peaceful end. It is not something to be afraid of. It is natural. Can Trimer do that?
You can give a persuasion check there. Yeah, you're not choosing a side against, so this is not going to give help to either Gorm or Hielte, but I say it could lower the DC to convince the spirit.
Yeah. Basically, encouraging them to make a choice now, like to be because they were mentioning about you mentioned that there was like some fear among them. So like basically, Trimer is like trying to instill courage within the dead. So persuasion check. Let's see this. All right, 60.
Okay, with the 16, yeah, that'll lower the DC as you inspire some courage in in the spirits. Is Camilla going to try and help guide these spirits at all?
Eh. If they ain't strong enough to guide themselves, well, they're gonna get lost.
There's a mother and child over there.
Okay. So then, Gorm and Hielte, you can roll your persuasion checks, just straight rolls.
All right.
No,
Yeah.
I can't beat that. Oh, that's almost perception, persuasion.
Okay. So with that, the head will turn in the air to face Hielte, and you will see the face, one half of it will begin to rot, which you would know the symbol of a rotting, a half rotting face is the symbol of hell, as the spirits turn to Fenrir, and they, you see them just saying, "Thank you, we will be ever in your debt. Please, Wolf, take us." And you'll see the face as it rots. There will be light sort of bursting from every orifice on this head as the ritual comes to a close here, and the spirits are drawn through this uh, soul, that through this vessel into the afterlife, and you have successfully ridded Brauda of its potentially vengeful spirits and sent them to hell.
May you find eternal peace. What? Okay.
I forgot. There is, when the head falls to the ground, you will see something spill from its mouth. A small
What?
yeah, there seems to be something in its mouth when it lands on the ground.
I'll poke it.
See the jaw sort of goes slack as uh, sorry, I'm trying to find the item.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, sorry, my notes are a mess. So you would see as it kind of falls to the ground, and the one side of its face rots. You will see that it's not actually in its mouth. The one eye will fall out of its socket, but you will see that the eye is is bound to a ring, and it's kind of held onto it. As I will put this item, who's going to pick it up? So I can put it.
I will, since no one offers.
Yeah, I feel like. Wait, so who poked it?
Well, yeah,
Ah.
Hilter was poking it. It would be
Yeah.
falling right at your guys' feet.
Yeah, he had to. Yeah, he had to. I feel like he had to.
Yeah,
to get it.
But
if
I'm fine
Hilde is
with
not
it.
picking it up, I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
I mean, Carmelo, you can make a sleight of hand check if you want to get in there and swipe it. But yeah, actually, let's do a contested sleight of hand 3 ways. See who
Ooh.
picks it
Okay.
up.
Oh, hold
So
on.
between Gorm, Hiata, and Carmela.
Yeah, yoink.
Oh shit! No.
Nope.
Don't worry,
No.
mine is not much better. Never mind,
Yeah,
it was better.
I'm not that. I'm not touching that. That looks gross.
So yeah, Hilter pokes it, and it kind of rolls out onto the ground at Gorm's feet.
Mimir, no. Sorry.
You find the head here, you start talking to it. You find the head in my campaign, you immediately want to throw it in the fire.
Okay, no, to be fair, the head started talking to me first.
It is in your inventory there, Gorm. It is called the All Father's Eye, and I'll be right back.
Another one?
Fitting. Oh wow,
Oh.
very fitting.
Yeah, but the eye I have is Odin's
have two.
eye.
Hang on, I have two.
I have two. Crazy.
Because he's twice as good as Odin.
Okay, it's a ring with an eye on it.
Cast it into the fire.
Why would we burn it? I'm gonna miss Mimir.
Just send it in the chat so everyone can see.
Oh, cool. What the heck? Oh. Yeah, that's been sweet.
Okay, I'm back. So,
No.
just to, yeah, what you have, Gorm, is your own eye that was enchanted by Odin. This is maybe less powerful.
Makes a complete sense. I just found it ironic that both of them are Odin connected.
Yeah, I mean, when you see eyes, like an eye symbol, generally related to Odin. But yeah, are you going to? I mean, it's, I guess, pretty thematic for Gorm, but are you going to keep that?
Yeah, it's a gift from them. Might as well.
Do you still have a 2-minute slots?
I do, but the item does not.
does it
Maybe if I
require?
equip it, yeah, it just doesn't tell me I need it. Like it writes it, but the
No,
item itself.
Well, because
you
it doesn't
need
require
to.
it if it was created by that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
if it's your own eye, you don't need to attune to it. But if it's someone else's, you have to attune.
Yeah, I assume it's someone else's eye.
Yeah, it's
So
whoever's
no,
dead is
just
fine.
just mechanically, there is no option to attune to it in the sheet. That's what I mean. So I'll just mark it as
Oh,
Yes,
I'll
maybe.
pick that.
yeah, but yeah, I have exactly one more attunement slot, so I'll attune to it for now.
Mm.
Oh, I have 20 passive perception.
Oh, nice. Almost rivaling Carmela's, which is 21 passive perception.
21.
All right.
Here. Oh, little fella. At least he's resting better now. So. Okay, well, with that done, what are we. We're heading down into the forge? To the lair?
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
we're heading through the tunnel below the forge, which will require us to travel to another realm.
That's fine.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I just hope we do it as fast as we can. We still have a few unfinished businesses here on this realm.
Agreed. Because otherwise, more collapses and avalanches will happen. And just like what that glide says, if we are too late, Brauda will fall.
Yeah, and I already have an idea how to dig.
Right, so right. I'll go check with the elders if they have anybody they can send as a messenger.
Oh yeah, yeah. I will also say the session ended and I'm really about to fall asleep.
That's fine. We are ending here. Except I just realized I forgot one thing.
Yeah.
As
Oh, what's that?
we will end it here, as Crimea and Carmilla, can you please both give me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, what?
As
The
that,
elves?
yeah, just the two elves, as that surge of magic at the end of the ritual, as that sort of burst across you, both of you would feel.
Yeah, Carmilla, how close are you standing to Hilde? Because you might get a +4 to it.
Oh yeah.
Who knows? Who says that I'm standing on him? Maybe I'm sitting on him.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
within 10
say.
feet of him, whether
I
he's
would
standing,
be. I
sitting, or
would
laying on the
be in
ground?
case. I would be in. I would be considering like I tried to swipe the
Oh, true.
ring.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that would.
Yeah.
Let's see, +4, so that'd be 17.
17.
For Trymere, he's like standing away. He's just watching, but he's not near.
Well, I mean,
No,
if this
I don't
happened at the
think
end
so.
of the ritual, then it took into the head.
Yeah. Being realistic here, Trymere would not be
Alright.
yet. So I'm just gonna roll. Oh no, shit! I'll take it. What happens?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't
Okay,
think the
so-
other would have helped.
You would both see this, but Crimea, you are going to.
I'm going to what? You cut off.
You take 13 points of psychic damage as a
Oh
vision
my!
with your mind, but you will both see this. Kamala, it just doesn't hurt you. You will feel as that magic surges over you, something surges in the depths of your soul, and that ironwood key that I think is actually on Mikil, but we're going to say is we'll say is with Pamela for now. It tucked safely into your belongings. You see it begins to pulse faintly with light, and it hums in your minds, whispering ancient words of Yggdrasil, the great world tree. A vision fills both of your senses of a towering tree of iron and silver bark standing alone on a snow-covered peak, its branches reaching towards the heavens like the grasping arms of giants. You feel a deep pull, as though the tree itself is calling out to you across the frozen wastes. And that is where we will end tonight's session.